Welcome back to our ongoing chronicle of Vampire the Masquerade, New Orleans by Night. This is chapter 15 of our story. Well, it's here. The moment that Adam/Andre has been waiting for. You all are en route to finally confront the Sabbat menace that has grown and grown in size, apparently, and is soon to be unleashed upon the city. Before we get there, though, let's kind of give a synopsis of what happened last time. We'll go start on the chopping block, and I'll pick on D tonight.
Crap.
Anything you forget and anybody you remember something, feel free to chime in.
Okay, so Ig and Vicenta, they had found Erasmus's haven. She could see the fetters down there, but there was a ward up that would not allow spirits down there.
Right.
So Vicenta starts screaming down there in the hopes that maybe Erasmus is down there, because she doesn't know what happened to him. To be fair, this is just a shot in the dark, or somebody is down there and is willing to take the ward down because it's getting late. She doesn't really want to call Rosalind into this, even, she does that, and finally Ig's like, yeah, nobody's down there. We just need to go home. Like, we got to go. And so that was a bust. But as they're leaving, they saw all these crypts that were open and empty. And as they examined them, they realized that these were all people that had died very recently. And in one of the crypts was a note that says, if you want to know what's going on, and it was a geolocation, which Ig plugged into his phone, and it was the power plant out in the Venetian Isles district.
Yes.
So all these fuckers are more than likely thin bloods now, which means we're dealing with a lot of shit. Ig was like, we got to go to Tony C's. He's got the wards. Vicenta's like, fine. And so they go to Tony C's. He did some weird blood magic, steal the vitae to feed Vicenta. Freaked her out, freaked Ig out. But you do what you got to do. While that had been happening, Iris had gotten back from her meeting with the prince. Had been dropped off at Tony C's and was like, hey, can we stay here? And he's like, yes, of course. He's got Iris and the Giovannis all on the second floor, I think. I don't know.
I believe so.
And then Iris was asking him if they were soundproofed, which he thought was weird. But he's like, yes, it's fine. She asked him for some of his delicious people, and he was like, they got to rest. Yeah. But then he went and fed Vicenta. I don't know. That was kind of rude.
Well, I asked for delicious friends in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Because I had to heal up from my fire.
Oh, okay. And then, you went into your apartment. You did the tarot reading.
Yes.
And you got the premonition of Tony C doing something helpful, but he was going to gain something.
Yes, like he's going to be very helpful. Like saw the 3 flaming cups.
Yes.
But he's also going to be above us, not in like a controlling or stepping on us way, but he's
gonna gain something.
Yes, he'll be elevated.
Yes,
for sure. And I was like, fine with me.
Yeah,
if I'm alive in this, cool.
Yeah,
he's not gonna kill us. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. Andre went and spoke to Sierra and was like, "This is what is going on." Sierra.
Well, first he came at her trying to get information from her to find out if she was behind the thin blood thing, because he wasn't sure whether to trust her or not. Mm-hmm. And once she finally opened up to him and explained why that's actually a really stupid idea and he's stupid for thinking it.
She wasn't
that mean about it. Then she opens up more about like what they're actually doing and like more about La Sombras and like what it's meant, what they're meant to be, yada yada, all that kind of stuff.
Yes, and she got in touch with Dutch, and Dutch and Sierra are going with Andre to help fight the Thin Bloods. Bob, you went and spoke to Avery. Well, first you and Kiki had a confrontation with a Thin Blood.
Yeah.
Y'all were on your way to Avery's when that happened. Am I right?
Yeah, and we wound up in the French Quarter, and I had some terrible rolls.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. I was like, eat him, and then he rolled bad, and I felt bad. So the Thin Bloods are out looking for regular kindred, and they're not,
because they had shot up her Kiki's car when she went to
that's right.
That's what I think they had found, and they probably had found where that car, and then followed. Even though we used a different vehicle, they probably just followed. Oh, someone came out of there.
Yep.
Let me
Which
follow
means
them.
that they probably know where your haven is at now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they all have to die.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But they're not being subtle. Like, they don't give a fuck about the masquerade. That much was clear. You finally make it to Avery's, and Avery is like, well, we need to go shopping. And y'all go to Crazy Dave's and get some crazy deals.
Yeah, but before that, though, he took me and he took Bob and showed Bob that there was the reason why the Thin Bloods were released from custody.
That's right, because it was Prince Marcel's child.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Who was a Ventru, whose name I don't fucking remember.
Somebody small.
Yeah, I wrote it down, but I don't have my notebook.
Yeah, sorry.
All good. I will tell you. Y'all keep talking. I'll tell you.
So
I have to look it up myself.
At any rate, it looks
Anthony
like
Walls.
Anthony Wall. I was close.
Okay. So apparently he is back in town, and it appears that he dominated the police into letting the Thin Bloods go. And
Did we know he dominated, or did we just see the video?
He's a Ventru.
Yeah, he's a Ventru, and at least part of the Second Inquisition is helping the Nosferatu.
It's a fair conclusion to make.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
So they're known for that. They're known for. So it looks like there's a new player coming into the political scene that's causing some shit, which I guess kind of makes sense since his sire was overthrown. But we don't know about that. Bob knows about that. Bob hasn't shared that yet. Eventually, we all met up at Tony C's. Tony C cut off his fingers for a ritual to help protect
Andre, Ig, and Iris,
yes, because y'all are the three youngest.
Yes.
From fire.
Some fire damage, yeah.
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 Yeah, and I have armor. Bob's
Yes.
got armor.
Bob has armor.
Yep.
Vicenta pulled up her dear old friend, Professor Oglethorpe. Listen to our Wraith game for more about him. And he shit on her.
Not literally.
Not literally. It felt like it. It hurt her fee-fees. But she was like, well, can you at least help us scout? And I'll make sure to take care of your fetter. And he's like, okay, cool. Who's all involved? She goes, Lapis. And he's like, ooh, please no, I don't want to. And she's like, well, that's fine. You're a partner. Help me with my shadow so I don't go over there and really fuck shit up. And Oglethorpe was like, yeah, that's fine. And it came out that everybody's been talking about Ella Messina's business, her plans, blah, blah, blah. Nobody's fucking actually said what they were. Well, Oglethorpe tells her, he goes, oh yeah, she was trying to usher in Gehenna. And Vicenta's like, well, that's what Payacho was doing. And he goes, oh, but it was Ella Messina too. She knew before, it wasn't any kind of miscommunication or in Vicenta's mind, it wasn't a deal to get Ignacio back. This was not in Vicenta's mind, this was not an exchange for that. She was going to do this anyway. So in Vicenta's mind, she's now like, okay, so you brought Ignacio back to use as bait to get me for what? You manipulative piece of shit. Oh, and Vicenta asked about making zombies, and everybody shot that down. She's not making zombies, though.
Well, Tony C did give you Barbara.
He did, but he was a dick about it.
Yeah, but then you were like, I don't want to do this.
I don't know if a dick about it's necessarily the right.
D wanted to make zombies. Okay.
Yes.
D thought zombies would be cool.
Yes.
Vicenta was very on the fence about it.
And Tony C kind of looked down his nose at it, but was like, look, if you want, here you go.
Yeah.
But it was clear that he did not.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It was clear he was not 100% on board with it. But he did offer her up.
Yeah, which Vicenta is not going to take.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vicenta was very on the fence. She's very scared about the Thin Blood pit because there is a huge pit in that video.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
It probably means there's more Thin Bloods,
And there was also stuff for a bonfire.
There's stuff for a bonfire. We never did figure out where that freaking Zod or wherever that thing went that we saw on the news thing.
Boss?
Vsauce
here.
Well,
I don't know.
We did see something on the news that was under, and it was still underneath.
That's what I'm saying.
thing.
We don't know where it went, though. We knew that the SI had it. But then...
We're worried it'll show up here.
Right.
Oh, God. Duh, you shouldn't even have brought that up. Oh, my God.
Well, it's not like Ryan's going to forget. But I'm just saying, in Vicenta's mind, there's a lot of shit that she's very scared of. And so Vicenta's like, well, if I make meat shields, then maybe that'll help. But then I have to kill someone to make meat shields, and I don't know that I want to kill someone to make meat shields. So, yeah.
So Jeff still thinks you should take that as a last resort. I'm not going to say what Bob would think.
No. Okay, maybe she would have.
Body appears.
No,
because there has to be sacrifice.
It has to be a sacrifice.
Oh, that's right.
I have to kill a human.
That's right.
Had Oglethorpe not said what he said, that might have actually still been in the back pocket. It is completely off the table at this point.
Okay.
Sick.
It was a big character development moment for Vicenta.
That was a huge revelation.
Talking to an old friend. That's what it gets you.
But I like how that's... It's just funny to me, like, everybody... What's the final catalyst, to make her go, oh crap.
Well, someone who actually knew her motivation.
I know.
She brought Ignacio back and was just going to fucking kill him again. That's the line. There's a reason Ella Messina sent Ignacio away in the Dark Ages. Yeah. There's a reason that she didn't want to bring him up in Wraith. If it comes between Ella Messina and Ignacio, Ella Messina herself thought that she was on the losing end of that.
Well.
So that's the switch that flips.
Okay. Well, a lot went down in preparation for what is happening now. You find yourselves in different vehicles. You ride with the Nosferatu, of course, Bob. Vicenta and Ig find themselves riding with Antonio and Heinrich.
Don't like that.
Iris, you find yourself, your sire has pulled up in a, eventually to come get you, yes?
My sire?
Sorry, not sire. The prince.
Are you getting picked up by the prince?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, peasants.
Along with you.
The prince is picking me up.
Mm-hmm.
What's she driving?
And Sierra in Dutch?
Yes, them as well.
Oh, shit.
What's the prince driving?
A Jaguar.
Oh my
color?
God.
It's like a dark green.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's gotta fuck cool.
Andre's not as impressed.
I mean, they do break a lot, so,
Well, Iris doesn't know shit about cars, so she's like, that is shiny. That is shiny.
It is very well put together. Now, she is not driving. She is being escorted.
Oh, that's cool. I open the passenger door, and then I see she's not driving, and I'm like, oh, and I go in the back.
How are we going to fit everybody in this
Well,
jacket?
so this is what I was going to say, is I probably should take a step back, and I realize I'm leaving out a very important plot point. So no, Dutch and Sierra are not riding with you.
Got it.
They actually make it a point to go together.
Okay.
The prince kind of watches them side-eyed.
Sierra doesn't take Andre with her. She
No.
takes Dutch.
And she kind of mutters to
They
herself
fucking-
as you get in, and you can see if you catch it. Give me wits plus awareness. You'll only need one success on this because it's not like she's trying to not be heard.
I got one success, one with a fang and a skull.
Okay.
It's 2.
Yeah, it's 2. Nothing bad.
All right.
But all those symbols started scaring me for a second for you.
Yeah, it scared me too. That's why I was like, adult, please.
Yeah, by the way, before I describe this, everybody should regain willpower equal to your resolve or composure, whichever is greater.
Ooh.
If it's superficial, if it's aggravated, then no.
Willpower? You can get aggravated willpower?
Yes,
Yes,
you
in
can.
social combat.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
When your fifis really get hurt.
Yep.
I got that with Metatron.
Yep. You did. So she, as you get into the car, she just kind of, you hear her mutter to herself, that bond is too strong.
I'm already bonded to the prince?
No, Sierra's bonded to Dutch.
Charity said that about Sierra and Dutch. Right?
The prince says that?
Who says that? The
The prince says that under her breath. But
She's watching
you
them
hear
drive away.
almost like she didn't care if you heard it. Almost like she's explaining something to you.
Got it. Because Lasombras have to be blood bonded to somebody if they're going to be in the Camarilla.
Yep.
Oh, right.
That's law, essentially.
Oh.
So Sierra has to be blood bonded to somebody. Although, I don't know when Sierra showed up in New Orleans, so how long that bond's been going on.
And you would have been told this, so maybe some things start to fit together for Andre at this point.
Yeah.
Of why she's been palling around with him so much.
Yeah. I think when she says bond, it does kind of like a light bulb. Because Sierra would have kind of explained to him, I think, a little bit about the Lasombra's place in New Orleans.
Yeah, I am sure that is very likely to have happened.
Yeah.
I mean, for your own survival, because there are no second chances with Masquerade breaches with the Lasombra or messing up the traditions. None. So that's why in our first game, she was so keen in drilling you on what they were. And not everybody always gets that, but the Lasombra certainly do, and it's for that reason.
Yep.
So yes. I think with all that said, we can wave our hand because it's a very long drive, unless anybody needs to discuss things. I will tell you this. Roger and Avery do kind of go through the Crazy Dave collection that...
Did Roger?
I thought Roger wasn't coming.
Oh, right. Sorry. Avery. Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, that's been a long week, to say the least. So, yes, Avery goes through the Crazy Dave collection and shows you what he has. It's a number of rifles and things like that. The sniper rifle that you requested for Kiki is there. And then he kind of smiles at the toothy Nosferatu grin that he's known for and says, that crate we can't open. And he points to one that's like this heavy black crate. And it's got, if you have any other languages?
No, I don't.
You just know it's written in an Arabic script.
I look.
It's Erasmus.
Kind of guess, smile back with my toothy Nosferatu grin.
Yeah. And you continue, and soon enough, you all find yourselves about maybe a mile from the power plant before you had all agreed on a predetermined set point to stop, pull over, get hidden.
Yep, I'm gonna
cast I go to the power plant, I kick down the door, and I just start blasting.
No, you don't. No.
So I started blasting.
Just kidding. Here's my character sheet. You can have it.
Okay, it says cost 1 blood, so do I rouse?
Yes.
Okay. I do get hungry. And Ankh is a hungry, right?
Nope.
No.
Ankh is good news.
Okay. And then... What the fuck? Cost is blood, and then none, or... Well, no one's looking at me. Like, I'm not trying to actively hide myself, so I'm pretty sure it just happens. Wits plus stealth versus resolve plus awareness if I draw attention to myself, or wits plus obfuscate if countered with auspex. So I spend my blood, and it just goes off since I'm not actively hiding from enemies.
Right. So you disappear, and as you do that, the prince says to you, just, Iris, stay close. You'll want to hear.
Ooh, okay.
And everybody awaits some sort of leadership is basically what's happened. You've got a lot of high-ranking officials, but inevitably the eyes turn to Dutch and Sierra when they arrive, Dutch particularly, and he looks like he's about to say something, and the prince raises her hand. And she says, "We are all here under somewhat unexpected circumstances. The situation has grown beyond these childlings' control, and would certainly, unless we wish them all final death, be something that we would throw them into the grinder for. Or would throw them into the grinder if they were to go. I am sworn to lead this city in good times and bad, and this is a bad time. But mark my words, there will be no more of these Sabbat scum in my city before this night is over. I look at you all and I see people that support me and support one another. I have no ill will towards any of you." And she says that looking at Sierra. And Sierra kind of just smirks a little bit. And she says, "If there are differences, we have to put them aside. It is very important that we do. It will also be noted that we will have an observer. Iris, I would like you to note anyone that tries to betray anyone on the battlefield tonight.
Oh! She didn't have to say that in
Should you
front
see
of
such a
everyone.
betrayal, you will notify me." And she says also to the heir, "And you others, you know as well what to do." And you don't hear a reply, but
She might be bluffing.
she could be.
I
She
could
not
do
be.
the Auspex.
Can I do Sense the Unseen?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I may need to do that as well so I could spy on them because they might betray.
Is it active?
She wouldn't.
I think it would be active.
It would be
this-
active, yes.
I imagine if she wouldn't have said something like that if she hadn't already like done a premonition, essentially. She is Malkavian.
Actually, before I roll, I'm going to do a blood surge because blood surge lasts all scene, right?
This will not count going into combat.
Okay, then I'm not doing it yet.
I'm just warning you. This scene
No,
is the
I-
speech. The
I-
next scene could be the fight.
Yeah,
I
this is the
appreciate it.
Independence Day. This is the Independence Day speech.
I have 2 successes.
Okay. You don't see anything as far as outlines of auras or anything like that would indicate, someone is using an obfuscate ability or anything like that. You see Oglethorpe standing next to you as promised. In the very far distance, you can see the silhouettes of other spirits that look like they're watching further up the road in wait.
What? This is a trap.
And he goes, "Well, yeah. They're getting their way. Whether we win or lose, they got what they wanted." And at that, everybody's starting to get their stuff. Roger's parked the van and is handing out weapons sorry, I keep doing that. Avery is handing out weapons to anyone who would like them. And says, "Mr. Stokely, how good are you with a heavier weapon still, sir?"
What kind of weapon are we talking about?
"I don't know if you ever had to use one of these in your time in the war." And he's talking back to, I guess, weren't you in Nam?
No, I was actually in World War One.
World War I.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe not.
Yeah.
But you've seen some heavy artillery. And he opens the case, and inside is a looks like Israeli rocket launcher.
I've never used one personally.
There are 3 rockets on in the case. One already mounted to it, and 2 inside.
I think I would ask if Kiki has had any with her training, because I know she's got extra training.
Right.
I think she's more firearms though than anything.
Roll chance dice.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
She's just like, no. And he's like, well, here are the instructions. And it's in Israeli. He goes, it's fine.
I'm better.
Mr. Dave showed me how to. And he goes through it, his very gallows humor aside, and starts to show you how to work the device. Should you be under stress, I may have to make you make a test to go, oh crap, because you're not proficient with this thing.
Yeah.
But he shows you enough to go, okay, you flip this, you look through here, and whatever this is pointing at, it's going. Brace yourself. It's going to kick like a mule.
Yeah. I take it.
Okay. He says, for the big things, if something seems to get out of hand, mind you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Are we somewhat alone? At least just me?
As alone as you can be in a group of, a dozen people with supernatural abilities.
Okay, then I'll word it like this. Does the prince know about our friend?
And to me, just so I know, he knows what you know. I don't think I get what you're saying, so you tell me in as a player what you're trying to hint at.
Does he know, or does she know about what was it?
Carter?
No, Wells.
Oh, Wells.
Walls.
Yeah.
Any walls.
So that's what you allude to that in a certain way. And the Nosferatu speak that you guys have all the code and stuff. Not as of yet. But should we live to see an Elysium, I think it would be a prime topic of discussion.
Agreed. Thank you.
You're welcome. I do not believe we have to worry about our friend now. He would not appear here.
Agreed.
But that is not to say he hasn't put things in place.
Exactly.
So there's a tension you could cut in the air. You could cut it with a knife. And the prince steps up. She says, I need scouts, ones who can remain unseen.
Here.
If you have that ability, I need you to move as far forward as you can to let us know what you see. Come back. Tell us face to face. No communications over cellular devices or the walkie-talkies.
Bob wouldn't even have taken his cell phone.
Yeah. And she's just saying this to the group because there's not been a lot of time to have a plan to come together. They just knew they had to act tonight. And she is saying that, obviously, because she doesn't want anybody listening in if they should hear.
Andre doesn't work with cell phones anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't work too well for you. So, Iris, you're awfully quiet. The prince has just told you what to do. How do you feel about that?
Nervous. For one, that she believes a betrayal could happen tonight, and two, that she announced it to everybody. So it also feels like if someone does do something to betray all of us and they notice me watching them, they could kill me as well and just say, oh, she died in the fighting.
Well, she also outed you as snitch.
Yeah, exactly. So if they find out, they know it was me.
Yeah.
Strange. You would think she would have pulled you off to the side to say that.
Yeah. I guess she just wants people acting on her best behavior. That's my hopeful thought. My suspicious thought is, why the fuck did she just tell everyone I'm going to be the snitch?
Are you still standing in the same spot that she...
I kind of wanted to walk around when she was giving her speech to see if I heard any mumbles and stuff.
Okay.
Just kind of quietly walking around behind people.
Well, be aware there were people that did see you disappear. Not everyone. But,
That's fine. That's
but
fine.
Some did.
I know when Vicenta did Sense Unseen, she probably saw me scratch
Yes.
my ass or something.
Probably, yeah. And there are other
And it's
kindred
curious,
that
why
would
does
have
it
that ability, too.
She's
So,
nervous.
That's how your psychic powers kick in. So there are groups that have broken off talking to one another. Sierra finally comes up to you, Andre, and she says, I would like you to accompany Dutch and I and stay close to us.
Okay.
I certainly don't think there'll be anything amiss other than the danger that faces us. But watch yourself still.
What do you think about the prince's little traitor betrayal thing she just said?
I think it was wholly unnecessary, but I think she did it to make people know that, if I was going to say that, it would to make people kind of not think of doing that in the moment. Mm-hmm. Because I certainly think if there was an opportunity for someone to stick a foot out to gain something and gain an advantage, they might certainly do so this night.
If she has the same abilities as Iris, she may have seen that happen in a premonition.
Interesting. Yes, you could be right. And Dutch, the very few times you've ever actually, heard him speak to you, says, I hear you can handle yourself all right.
Yeah.
That's appreciated. You watch our backs, we'll watch yours.
I got you.
All right. You know how to use one of these, or you want one? And he kind of points to the vehicle full of weapons.
I don't know. I'm a little better with my fist.
All right. These are cop collars. When they start going off, we've got a time limit. So we got to go. We got to do this quick. We got to hit hard. We got to hit fast.
So, wait. The collars do what?
He's saying when the gunfire starts.
Guns. Oh, the cops are gonna...
Yeah, people are going to say, hey, there's a lot of shooting going on.
Got it.
Out here. Now, this is the boonies. This is the edge of the city. Mm-hmm. There's some parts you pass through, they're nothing but old, overgrown woods and old factory areas and stuff. So it is not exactly, the bastion of civilization. People could come out here to shoot guns and no one would think anything of it. But when it sounds like a war going on, that's another story. And that's what he's getting at. Sierra kind of looks, admiringly at him as he says this stuff, like she's, believing it and stuff. And then she realizes that you're watching, and she kind of puts herself together and she says,
Girl.
Well, I have no doubt that you will rise to the occasion tonight, Andre. I know this is personal for you at this point.
I expect nothing less but to kill every single one of them.
You'll go far. So the prince starts to gather everyone up.
Is there a chance for me to get her slightly alone?
Yes, I'm going to actually get to that.
Oh, okay.
In just a moment. She was actually going to come try to find you.
Perfect.
So are any of you wanting to try to go scout ahead with the group that is going?
I wasn't sure if
Who
she
is the
wanted...
group that's going?
Yeah.
So, yes.
I would assume that Bob would be a part of that group.
Yeah, and so is Avery.
Yeah.
And Sierra has said she will as well.
See, I was thinking about going too because I can sneak in the shadows.
Right, and that's what she will be doing.
Yeah.
She'll just be kind of walking in a clouded mist. Actually, with her...
She probably got some sick, she can, probably travel between shadows or something.
Yeah, I mean,
one of those
trying to look at her sheet.
I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
She, goes into oblivion through a shadow and then walks through oblivion and then comes out another shadow.
Damn.
Yeah. It is incredibly hardcore.
Yeah. That is likely.
That's why she doesn't mind fornicating on dead bodies because her humanity is completely shot. Because
she has been swimming in Oblivion's butthole.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's
quite an
polite way of putting it. Yeah.
Another name for Oblivion's butthole? Wraith. The game. It sucks.
Our story was good.
The story is great. The game is so depressing.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
It is definitely Oblivion's butthole.
That's what you're trying to avoid the whole game.
That's what it is, yes.
You're constantly getting pulled to Oblivion's butthole.
Yes, exactly.
You're trying to resist.
Alrighty.
I cannot shake that mental image now.
Sorry.
There's
just a gaping black hole at the bottom of the labyrinth.
See, I'm picturing a t-shirt that says, I survived Oblivion's butthole. And all I got out of it was this Wraith game. Even though the game was good, the story itself was good. I just personally would not play in that setting again because it was so depressing. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it was. There's no doubt about it. It really was.
So if you're listening and wanted a sequel to Wraith,
this is it.
Yeah, this is the sequel to Wraith.
This is actually the sequel.
Yes.
Because we're never going back to that world again.
No.
Not without some serious house rules going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Vampire.
Alrighty. So, we have gathered a group of about 5 or 6 individuals who are going to go, and they start to move. And you don't know if you're going or not. Mm-hmm. And she kind of puts her hand on you.
Okay.
Even though you're invisible, she stops you. Mm-hmm. And she says, I said that not to put a target on you, not to tell you what to do, but to sow doubt in the minds of, and it's pretty much what Sierra's saying.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, hammer, meet, nail. Mm-hmm. She called it. Mm-hmm. She's like, I want them to know that they are being watched and that they cannot take an opportunistic moment to harm someone. Mm-hmm. With that said, I do have some retainers wearing, I believe they are called ghillie suits, that are observing. But you keep yourself safe.
What's a ghillie suit?
It's that thing that snipers wear that's like, it makes you look like Swamp Thing walking around.
Like the...
So that's what she was talking about. There were... Is that what Vicenta saw? She didn't see spirits. She saw people in ghillie suits.
No, so
you saw
sense unseen is to see
ghosts and stuff.
You don't see them, and she did that on purpose because she said, "I have other." She knows this is knowledge she's kind of imparting to her. She knows that people would be looking for things like you're looking for,
but vampires
not
aren't looking for snipers laying down in the dirt.
Simple solutions.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Straight up correct. Would not. I don't even know what that shit is.
Yeah, Vicenta would not know what that is at all.
Standing there with a fucking scythe.
I don't know what a ghillie suit is.
She is not conspicuous whatsoever.
All right. So those of you that are...
Wait, I want to ask her,
sorry.
is there anyone you would like me to follow?
Me.
Okay.
Just stay close to me.
Okay.
I will keep you safe.
Oh, sweet.
I will carry you as far as I can. And then stay back.
Oh, me stay back.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was saying I'll carry you and then I'll stay back. I was like, you're going to throw me in there?
No.
Okay.
She's saying I will take you there and then you just let me work. Watch my back type thing.
Okay. I can do that.
You will see such things tonight.
Hey.
Remember that. Remember what you see.
Okay.
As you are standing there with Ig, Tony C. comes over and says, Mr. Giovanni, do you mind if I have a word?
Wait,
and he kind of looks over at you, like, not for permission, but just kind of, just like, you go talk to him?
Can Vicenta do an intelligence roll? Because I think it's an insanely bad idea.
I don't think you need to.
Okay.
It's really your call. You know the character.
What is it that you need, Mr. Kalbishari?
I have something that he requested. And he goes, oh, yeah. Thank you. And they kind of walk off together.
Are they secretly together?
He comes back in a little bit, and he stands next to you, and he kind of drops something in one of your mini pockets in your, whatever war dress you're wearing.
Yes.
He just kind of drops one in there, and he goes, "That's for an emergency. That's for you and me to get out of here."
What is it?
I don't know. What is it? Can I feel what it is?
Yeah, it's a bottle. A small potion bottle.
Okay, cool. I was thinking like a grenade.
Boom! And we're back to Rafe!
You are Erasmus's child.
If I had to do one of those stupid fucking boons, but if it's a minor one, he wants some help around the place, I think.
Oh, ew.
But it's just if
This is the look, like...
but if things go bad, I don't give a shit about any of these other people. I give a shit about you.
When this goes down, if at any point in time I push you to the ground, you stay there and you do not move. Do you understand me?
Well, same for you.
Oop. And
I'm all grown up. I can handle myself. I'm a big boy.
She gives him a huge kiss.
And he kisses you back. So, scouting party. Let's deal with you guys and what you see. You're all making an effort to stay hidden. Sierra is not, until you start to see a faint light up ahead. And then all of a sudden she steps sideways into, some dark overcast shadows and seems to disappear.
Yep.
And then you see her appear several hundred yards in front of you.
Cool.
Yep.
And she kind of gets low.
Sick. That's what I want to do.
And Dutch is just like, "Can you take me along with you when you do your dark thing?"
No.
The shadow cloak?
Yeah.
Can I?
No.
Yeah, no, you might have needed to get a ride with her.
It's fine. She can handle herself. All good.
Yeah. Maybe in a few years I'll be able to give you some lifts, but
That's fine.
not now.
Depends how much XP we get after
Can't
this
see if
battle.
you're fast enough. And he just takes off. And it's like a blink. And he's gone.
Got it.
And, very light-footed. It's almost like you don't hear anything, as he's running that fast. So,
Am I it's now literally the only one that's apparent?
maybe
Looks
yeah,
like it's just
you maybe
me.
want to do your
you're
shadow.
well far enough away where they're not going to see you, but
I
They
want
both left you.
Everybody's
they said,
making
stay with
it a-
us, Andre, and then they fucking left.
Yeah, sure did.
This is a power plant. Is there can I take a high ground of any kind?
Yeah, you could certainly look for some. Give me wits plus awareness. I know I call for that a lot, but it's do I see? That's the roll.
I got 2 that are just on the red, and one of them's got the fangs.
That's not a messy critical.
Okay.
So you're fine. But yeah, it's so flat here, man. That's the problem. This is swampland. That's why you can see so far.
Right, but I meant as a power plant. Is there any buildings or structures?
There are buildings that are taller. Yes, you can climb structures and things like that. Yes, there are.
Yeah, I was gonna use soaring leap, and navigate the rooftops.
Sure. Okay. You're not close enough yet for that.
Okay.
It's more of a trying not to be seen as you approach situation.
So then I guess I'll shadow cloak.
Okay. Mr. Stokely, what are you doing?
I probably need to use Unseen Passage.
Okay.
So I'll roll for that.
Okay.
I get hungrier.
Okay.
Or maybe angrier / hungrier.
Angry.
Hangry.
What's your hunger now?
2.
Okay.
2.
Adam, what is it?
What is shadow cloak again?
That's fine. I'll tell you.
The card.
No, I had to pull up the new powers too. So Shadow Cloak.
Is it just a rouse check and I do it?
It's free. You get an extra 2 dice bonus 2 stealth rolls.
Oh, sick.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay, shadow cloak it is then.
Yeah, so you just kind of blend into the shadows, following along the edges, staying away out of, lights that adorn the road here and there. Now you will need to give me one of those stealth checks. I need you to give me Dex plus Stealth. And I need to make a few rolls.
Is it 2 onks with the stars that is a critical?
Yeah, but you need 2 of those.
Right, you need 2 of them.
Yes.
Okay, so I got 1, 2. I got 3 successes.
3 successes. That's enough. You begin to make your way up, and as you move through the shadows, and kind of go the direction you saw Dutch and Sierra run to, you feel from out of the shadow a hand stop you and push you down. And you hear Sierra's voice, and she says, there, in front of us. What do you see?
What do I see?
Not a damn thing. It's just an empty road.
Ahead?
Uh-huh.
It's probably ghosts or something that I don't have the ability to see.
And just what she says is, she says there are spirits there.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from Vicenta about those.
Yes.
I have a question. Since it seems like she is sensing the unseen, are there other vampires? What do they see Ig as?
If they know and choose to look at him, they might see certain things.
But they would have to be looking for it.
Right.
It wouldn't just be anything like a passing, like, oh.
So when I got it, I had a high roll or something?
You had a high roll and you were specifically looking.
Hers might not be sense the unseen, though. It's probably, there's a shadow or oblivion thing that lets you see.
That La Sombra have that lets them see ghosts.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Small thing as well. I did just call her Vicenta. Does she know that she's Persephone? Does she know that
everybody knows.
Does everybody know
At this point, yes.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows.
Okay.
That's true.
I just wanted to make
Everybody
sure
knows.
that
That's
if I retconned it to Persephone,
I didn't even
this
think
is
about
something that like
No, everybody knows. The prince called it out in the middle of court.
I assume
Yeah.
Oblivion, like her La Sombra Oblivion powers could also maybe can they see something like that? Like that she's what did they call it?
else.
Skin riding?
Yeah.
There is a power that La Sombra have that lets them see spirits.
Oblivion sight.
Oblivion sight.
You're fine. You're fine.
I do not know.
Or they can take it.
Yeah, I don't know how exactly that works. I don't know if.
So I will tell you this: as she does it, her eyes become like pitch black as she's looking forward, and you see like swirling mists going through her eyes and stuff. So she says, "That's normally don't feel sorry for them, but in this situation, I might."
How do we proceed?
Around the back, not through the front. It's obvious, we can't do that. We got to go through that. And she kind of looks disdainfully at like some lower swampy area that's going to lead. I am not wearing the right clothes for this.
You dumbass, Sierra.
Oh, she's wearing Lululemon.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, you said she was.
Yeah, combat chic. Yeah. Well, these will be ruined. Dutch is just kind of like looking at her like
why do you give a shit?
Yeah.
Is there could I use Soaring Leap or something?
Not,
leave her.
not
Splash.
yet. You certainly could if you went closer down the road or went, near the fence to try to do that. Yes.
Okay.
She can afford better. She can afford new shoes. It's
That's
fine.
Dutch says, "Do me a favor, since you can see that, stay here. I'm gonna head back and let them know what I see. Let's get back to you, Mr. Stokely."
I don't think we would be going straight for the front door.
I don't think so either.
That's
And I think you've probably split off another direction to kind of, almost make a pincher maneuver
Yeah.
around it. And you kind of go through the woods with, Avery and,
I'm assuming we would stay super close to each other.
Yes, close enough where he can whisper.
Yeah.
Same things to you. Let's go ahead and you are tremendous bonus. You're not. If you make one success, you're successful. Give me.
Unseen passages, wits plus stealth.
Yeah. So let's roll that.
Okay.
And it's because you are, concealed in this way, especially with a bunch of thin bloods watching the place.
3 successes.
Oh yeah.
With a skull, but
I roll for Avery as well. Just it's formality, but yeah.
Well, I think you only roll that if you draw attention to yourself. That's what my
right, but there are people actively watching, so mechanically.
Oh, because they're way closer.
Right.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you guys get even closer than they do. No problem. And you go well past. You're still in the woods. You know not to go up a road. That's suicide.
Yeah.
And because these spirits don't know you're there, you're able to get pretty far. What you see looking through the front gate as you are in that wood line is a large roaring fire and several dozen figures gathered around one side of it and 4 or 5 on the other side. And these people look confused. They look scared. Some of them seem to be pumping themselves up. And it's at that point you see somebody give a shove and somebody goes running towards this bonfire. And they jump. And they come rolling out the other side, just screaming at the top of their lungs. Even from this distance you can hear them screaming. And you can hear a lot of laughter and, stuff like that. And then, like people slapping this person on the back and, and you can kind of just hear them sobbing, just, oh shit, oh God, just terrified out of their minds. And you watch again, and the person does this, and they stop right before the edge of the fire. And one of the ones that was egging them on from the other side comes up behind them, plants a boot in their back, and kicks them into the fire.
Oh shit!
And at that, other people start to look panicked, and start to look around. And, there's just a semicircle of people to be in the know. It seems like that have come up to keep them from doing so. You've also got a number of plant workers that look like they're just mindlessly going about their business, keeping the place up and running, but you occasionally see them look up and around like they're watching. That is what you see.
I would whisper to Avery, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Have you seen enough?
Oh, yes. You?
Yes.
All right, let's make our way back.
Yeah, and that's...
Okay. So it is about this time that the 3 of you, Dutch, you, and Avery, Dutch is already there, but is waiting before he reports what he's seen. And you two show up and I guess rematerialize or no?
I think Bob would let Avery take the lead and
Avery will.
Then I would,
Yeah.
or Bob would as well.
Because they're all standing there.
Yeah.
Well, he's Primogen anyway.
Yeah.
It's his job.
Yeah. So, Dutch, when he sees that, he nods and says, yeah, there's spirits up there. Sierra saw them. They're watching for, I don't know what. I guess so because they can't be seen. Thinking, they'd have eyes watching the place. Sierra said they look pretty tortured. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So that's what's guarding the main road. And then Avery speaks up. Well, we went past the main road. Pretty confident we weren't seen because we went through the woods. It looks like they're having some sort of ritual with a fire, a rather large one. With that, there's kind of a, you could cut the tension with a knife. Because, as you all will know, fire real bad for vampires. Tends to light you up like a Roman candle.
Some of us just had our havens burned too.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing, but they're making them jump through it. It's like, I don't know, like a rite of passage or something. But there's probably 2 or 3 dozen people in that place. Easy. You know, some mortal, some looking like they're a part of this ritual. I guess those are thin bloods. It's quite a sight. But I don't think they're aware. I think they are preparing. Or maybe they are and we're walking into a trap. Gonna go back to you and her in the wood line.
Okay.
Right now, waiting. You don't have Blush of Life on. If you did, you'd been being eat up by mosquitoes right now.
Gotcha.
They're just all around you. You know, just swampy, nasty water. And she says, if things go bad, put one of those other ones in front of you. I don't mean your coterie. I know you've grown attached to them. I mean any of these other people in power. If it's either you or them, make sure it's them. I'm not saying betray them, as the prince alluded to, but don't get caught in the middle of a rough choice for one of these bastards out here tonight. You understand?
We have to do what we can to survive.
That's right. We do. Back at the facility, the prince says, well, it sounds like we go through around the front. Not all of us can move unseen. I think those that can, perhaps go towards one side, and the others of us take the more circuitous route through this swampy area. Thoughts?
Out of character. So the spirits. Somebody's obviously set them guarding.
Uh-huh.
I would assume Lapis.
Probably. Good assumption.
Or that means there's somebody else in there, but it's probably Lapis, which means she has some knowledge of Oblivion if she's commanding wraiths to stay guard, which is not great. I'm
going to let you do something because you are so familiar
Yes.
with the nature of wraiths and the nature of what the Sabbat have been known to do, given your background. I'm going to let you give me intelligence plus occult.
Okay. Yes! My time to shine.
Watch.
I know. It will be. Every fucking time. Okay. Hang on. Son of a bitch. Willpower is re-roll 3 black dice, correct?
Correct.
I really did. I rolled 8 dice and I fucking botched.
Like,
Okay, I now have 4 successes.
okay, well, that changes things. Fun. So what they're describing doesn't sound good. It sounds like probably specters. Because they deliberately mutilate themselves and malform themselves and, take it as a badge of honor to look just truly gruesome sometimes. You don't know if they have command of them or not, or what's happened, but
They could just be drawn to the area too, with an area of high death and torture and all of that.
Exactly. So it's not necessarily. If you were to get closer and see what they were doing, maybe you could make a determination. But you were so far away when you saw the glint of them, and that you're also, what he's describing here, Dutch is describing, doesn't give you much to go on.
Right.
Because he doesn't know.
Because he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Right. But what does stand out to you is that you think they could probably see you for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that little voice, the other voice, is just like, yeah, go talk to him. Been waiting.
We have a problem. Professor Oglethorpe, is there any way...
Fuck him. Don't you do it.
Is there any way you can keep my little passenger...
Tell that bitch to shut. And then he starts to do something, and you feel like it just, welling up and getting angry that he's talking to, and he's just like, fuck off, fuck him. No, I've been waiting months. I've been waiting months for you to go in there. Don't you fucking do this to me, you stupid bitch. And then it finally starts to become fainter and fainter in your mind,
Thank you, Professor.
My job is done. Am I dismissed?
Yes.
I thank you.
Before you go, I have your fetter and it will be well tended to. Is there any papers or any work that you left unpublished and would like for me to look into for you for some remembrance?
I appreciate that, but that material is probably long grown out of being correct.
It has nothing to do with correctness.
Oh.
Historians, I'm sure, would value it, and your name would be remembered.
Another line.
Fair enough. If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Oh, thank you. And he disappears.
Yep.
Almost like walking down a set of stairs.
Prince Charity, if one of you fine gentlemen, ladies, could assist me to get closer, I could speak with the spirits.
If it would be beneficial to us, yes. But if they go and run and
I
tell
am
the
not
villain?
so convinced they are under command. I will not know until we are closer, which is why I will need to be concealed. It is possible that these are specters and they have simply been drawn to the area because of death and torture and suffering.
Certainly. Yes, if we're all quite ready then. And she looks at the group and kind of looks around like anybody that doesn't need this, step out. And Avery kind of, backs up. And
I give one final instruction to Kiki. Keep the keys on you. Keep yourself safe. Do not go in there.
oh yeah, I got this
Yes.
sweet ass. No, pop heads from 100 yards or 200 yards away. No, I'm good. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
God, I hope she knows whose heads to pop. I mean, did she take inventory of who's there, or is she just popping everybody?
So the gun he gave her is a 50 caliber sniper rifle. This thing will definitely draw attention when it is fired. However, the effective range of that thing is almost a mile.
Yeah.
So she'll be okay.
No, I mean, I hope she doesn't accidentally shoot us because she doesn't
It
know us
also
from the
has
enemy.
a mile with a scope that's hellacious.
Okay.
So yes, no, good question.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
She'll have a spotting scope, and she'll also have the scope on the rifle itself.
Okay.
Can we take inventory on who all's here one more time again?
Well, you're not.
No, not here as in there, but who all's at the power plant right now. That's
you mean
who.
all the
Basically, what I
vampires?
want to know is who are my options?
Damn, Andre.
Well, you have Antonio Calbashar. You have Heinrich. His child.
Calbashari and Heinrich are there. Okay.
Yeah, the
wasn't
Prince, Dutch, Sierra. I'm just thinking of everybody that's not y'all.
Avery.
Right.
Avery, Kiki. You've got
Is Father Iago there?
no.
Is Morgaine there?
No,
Is Karen Chantry there?
I doubt any of those people are there.
no. It's a relatively small contingent.
Is Elvis there?
No, Elvis
No.
and Roger
Yeah.
are not there.
Yeah,
I was
this
just-
is a small group, and it seems like it's designed to be that. Even though it sounds bad, There are a lot of elders with you. You know, not ancient, but people that can hold their own.
I'm just after what Sierra said.
I'd go Dutch.
I don't think I would necessarily go Dutch.
I would go Dutch.
Oh,
then
your
it breaks
sire
Sierra's
is bonded
bond.
to him. I would.
Oh yeah, I guess it would.
It'd free her up.
Yeah.
Because bonds
that's
were
true.
explained to Andre, he should know that once if Dutch meets final death, that bond is broke.
Yep, it's true.
This is true.
So
Yeah, that's not to say that she won't have to be bonded again, but
and that's true, but it just depends.
Dutch is so boring. Maybe she wants a better bond.
I mean, possibly.
I mean, Dutch kind of sucks.
He does kind of suck. I think I would lean Dutch.
I have a question.
Uh,
Why can't we just rocket launcher the facility?
You certainly can. You got to get close enough to do it.
What's the range
behind
on
a
that?
gate.
A gate? Rocket can't go
Well,
over a
it's
gate?
also-
The gate will probably stop the rocket and make
We
it
got
explode.
3.
Also,
True.
One for the
rocket
gate.
launcher. Remember what happened when when that building blew up that we were in, and all the shenanigans that happened afterwards?
Yeah, but this is actually going to blow up some people.
It also is going
Oh, cool.
It also you also have to hope they're all bundled up in one little group.
Right.
Oh, is it not a big explosion?
No, it's probably about the size of this room.
Oh.
It's very targeted.
It's very
Oh,
targeted.
I didn't know that. I was going for
So,
movies and
no,
shit.
I'm not going to lie that there's a part of me that wants to rocket launcher the bonfire.
What would that do?
Because it would.
Oh, because they're all
would-
around it.
It would throw fire everywhere.
Well, let's
You better
not
do it fast
Let's
before
not
we
do
go
that
in there.
when we're all down there.
How noisy is a rocket launcher?
Very.
Very.
Yeah, if the guns are
Yeah.
callers, then that's like a military caller.
That's honestly that a legit National Guard actually could be called out for that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, and
Talk
that's
about a masquerade
and
breach.
that's way beyond the little New Orleans Special Task Force ability to contain. Then you're getting other SI coming in that
Oh,
ain't
fuck
gonna
that.
give
Okay,
a fuck.
you sold me. Fuck that. Don't fire that.
All right.
Sheep blood.
So those of
No!
you that can't be obfuscated, the prince just kind of waves her hand and says, "Everyone close,"
Cool.
and everybody seems to disappear. You begin to go the direction that Dutch is directing you to. Very quietly whispering. I'm sure you and Avery have gone off on your own, unless
Yeah.
you want to accompany them. You're
No,
close
and
enough.
I don't stealth or use obfuscate right away. It's more just using my natural stealth. I'm pretty stealthy.
Sure. Well, you could even accompany the group and not have to do that.
Yeah. I would go wherever Avery went, though.
I think he did it just went with her because he doesn't want to get hungrier either.
Yeah, why rouse?
Right.
We can. Why was I about to ask that? I know we could eat thin bloods because I did it. Didn't know he was a thin blood at the time.
It does not put them in a state of bliss, though.
No, they don't like it.
Oh.
They will fight you about it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I don't recall.
Yeah, you had to hold
You
him
hunger
down.
frenzied on that one.
Yeah.
That
Oh, he
poor
didn't
son
have
of a
a
bitch did
chance,
not
yeah.
have a chance.
No, he did not.
Okay.
So, you all move in this obfuscated bubble up closer to the facility until you are where Sierra and Andre stay.
How do
This
we
is
know?
Good breaking off point. You can see them kind of hidden in the weeds. Sierra's
marshes.
the marshes and stuff.
I thought they were hidden.
They are. They're hidden down, but Dutch also knows where they were
Oh.
and told him to stay there.
Oh.
So he just.
I'm just
yeah.
being pedantic. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. Call me on my BS if I do.
I do not know if you have an obfuscate. Can you see another obfuscated person? Probably not. 'Cause
No.
You have to have the
Auspex.
thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, do we know? Like, because I was wondering
No,
about them.
no,
Would
no,
they
it's-
know when we approach?
No, they don't. They
Yeah.
wouldn't. But
It doesn't matter. I'm
she
sorry.
announces the group. She says, "We are here." To you both.
The spirits, are they specters?
Absolutely, they are. And it doesn't look like they're really guarding the place. They just kind of look like they're looking on interestedly into the gate.
At the fire?
No.
Oh, fuck.
You can give me wits plus intelligence. Oh, sorry, wits plus awareness. Occult. Wits plus occult.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll give you the right pool at 1 point. Well, maybe you're getting all of them out of the way.
Yeah.
You know I'm not. 4 successes.
Yeah, you worry as you get 4 successes. They are, you kind of follow the track of their eye line, you know, to what do you guys look? And you can kind of see off to the side, there's this group of hooded figures standing off to the corner.
What the fuck?
Just kind of like rocking back and forth to themselves, mumbling. You can't make out what they're saying. You're much too far away. But you see these hooded figures kind of rocking back and forth to themselves, kind of in a little semicircle, about 3 of them.
What the fuck?
Does this look like a ceremony?
No. Looks like they're talking to themselves or trying to keep something out or keep something in. But they do not look like they are focused on what's going on.
Those hooded figures, they're people, right?
They appear to be.
I tell somebody what I see. I whisper it very quietly.
And no one says anything. They don't know.
Oh, these aren't real people? These are
not
spirits?
They're people.
They're people.
Okay.
And it looks like the specters are watching
These
It's
3
at that
people.
point, because you rolled so high, you notice the face of a specter pop itself out of the body and scream and then come back in like it's being bound within the body.
They're binding specters. They are binding specters.
It doesn't look like that.
What is it?
It looks like the specter is trapped inside that body.
The specters are... No.
Like it's a prison.
The specters are trapped in there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like what you've seen. You've never seen anything like this.
What the fuck?
They're trapped in like I trapped in?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Something is bad wrong. I kind of want to call one of them specters out and be like, you... What the fuck is that? Actually, can I do that?
You certainly could. There's nothing to stop them from going unless you stop them to go talk to.
Oh, I get 2 automatic successes against specters.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, if you want to command them and bind them, that's one thing. But if you said, okay, thanks, and then they went, we're going to go tell.
Oh, no, she'll probably... Do I get stains if I send specters to Oblivion?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking before I...
If it says you do, you don't, because
Okay.
that's dumb.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like,
All right. Just 1 second. All right.
I am also going to do... Thank you, Shu. I'm also going to do a blood surge because I want to get 2 extra dice because I'm sucking this crap up.
All right.
So,
Let's check.
god damn it.
You get hungry.
Feasting
What-
I'm at 3. I'm gonna have to go eat a thin blood. So,
We'll see.
or find a ratty rat. Ratty
Yeah.
rat.
They're just everywhere.
It's the swamp. You know, there's some swampy
Oh,
animals.
that's true. Get a nutria.
Get a beaver.
Anything. I just need 8 animals.
I heard they'll make you sick, give you fever.
Oh. Okay, so that goes
Oh, I
away.
want to make a joke, but I'm
There's
going to hold
that.
off.
Me too. I was like, yeah, that might be a little too far what I'm about to say. I'm just going to stop.
Resolve Oblivion.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking it.
2 extra dice.
Whoa.
I gotta do a rouse check on this, but let me get my stuff out of the way real quick. This specter is my bitch, though, by the way. Woohoo!
Okay. Well, you have your powers in front of you. I do not, so let me know what
Not
you...
get hungrier on
Which one are you doing?
Compel the
Okay.
spirit. I got 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 successes.
Well, yeah, this is happening.
He is my... Oh, no, I have 10 successes because I get 2 automatic. He is my bitch.
All right. So not only does one come over, they both do.
Ooh.
to find the power. What level is it?
It's level 2, and it's page 209 of Cults of the Blood Gods.
Oh, well.
How many specters were there?
They changed this up.
4. There was 4 of them, right?
2.
Oh, I thought there was 4.
No, there were 2. If I said
No,
4.
excuse me, 210.
210. Okay.
Yes.
I'll look in a minute. Well, tell me what it says. What do they do? Because you've got it right there.
They just obey me.
Okay.
And they are past the point where they can resist.
Yeah, no, I figured.
They just...
Okay, so yeah, you whisper to them in this low, earth-shattering tone that feels to transcend this plane of existence. And you and those that can see, Sierra included, watches as these misshapen creatures with chains and nails all in their face and impossibly long arms that drag behind them come loping down towards you.
What is that?
Oh, what?
The specters trapped there. What is that in the bodies?
Stupid bastards. Got themselves caught.
By what?
Oh, they're mad.
By what?
By the porcelain one.
She's binding them.
No, it's not. No, it's not a bind. It's worse.
Oh, that was him doing
Yeah.
Okay, I
making
thought
a
that
bomb sound.
Okay.
Vicenta would probably know what that means. I don't because I'm stupid.
You're not stupid.
So
Explanations, please.
is it a ward? Is it like a trapping ward?
That is not what they're saying.
Okay.
They're telling you that they're caught in those bodies. You can give me intelligence plus occult. This is going to be a hard one though, because this is a Sabbat only ritual.
Okay.
Does Sierra know what's happening?
4.
Sierra.
Does she look like she has any idea?
Sierra might. That's a good point. Let's see. How many dice does she need? Yes.
1, 2,
Yeah, she absolutely knows.
5, 6, 7 successes.
You, as soon as Sierra says the name, it all comes back to you. She goes, shackled. And what that is, a ghoul is subjected to horrifying scarification rituals that make them into spectral anchors. Their entire bodies are scarred, they're branded, they're tattooed with sigils. They are constantly surrounded by vengeful specters, ghosts feeding off of their life force. And they are like, you can see them moving around, these three, like as they talk, and you can see, because you're too far away to really notice, but you know that this kills the ghoul. They age rapidly. But when the specters are finally loosed from the ghoul, they will attack anyone and everything around them with poltergeist phenomena, the ability to reach through the shroud and attack mortals if they can. Vampires.
Yeah, whatever's
on this shroud.
whatever's in the skin lands.
Yeah, so it will prioritize protecting the body because it's its anchor to this world. But they're also visible when they launch out. And oh, sorry, no, they're not. The person ages rapidly as this happens and pretty much dies upon this happening. It's basically a spirit bomb.
Oh, yes. You two that she's speaking to. Down to oblivion with you.
Where'd they go?
Yeah,
Yeah, and they're just looking you dirty looks as they sink.
they can Give me dirty looks all they want.
Nice.
That is very bad. That is basically a specter bomb. They will be able to attack anything here in the Skimlands.
Charity says, well, that will definitely be a priority then, won't it?
Yes. Joy.
Is there a way to remove the spirits? And Sierra speaks up. Once their connection to this world is gone, they're gone. Once their host dies, they can't stay here.
So if we kill them, then if we just rip their heads off.
We kill the bodies before the spirits do anything, yeah.
Before the spirits do anything, being the clear objective.
So we need to kill them fast.
They have unleashed hell. This is what Sierra says. They are gearing for war.
Yes, they are.
And Charity goes, then war they shall have. We strike now.
Woo.
All right. I'm going to go around this way.
Why you start with me? I'm just going to follow the prince around.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you telling her?
I ain't tell her shit. What do I need to tell her?
Do you want to go in with her? Or do you want to just follow along as best you can?
I'll ask her, do you want me to go in with you or stay back?
I will carry you. Yes.
Okay, then I'll follow her.
So you...
Was there another specter hanging out in the front?
No.
Okay, it was just those two.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're gone.
They were just watching with a morbid curiosity.
Okay. I'm obfuscated, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Someone get me in to those things.
So what
Silent.
then?
The roped. The ghouls, the bombs, the specter bombs.
To get you into the specter bombs?
I mean, I'm not going inside of them.
Dutch says...
I'm getting me to them so that they can be killed.
Yeah, I'll get you. But you got to
into
quick.
the building?
I will be as quick as I can.
Okay. What are you doing?
I think Bob would be near Avery and said, do we go around back?
I think that best.
So
We
lead the way.
Take advantage of the chaos.
Lead the way, boss.
Yes, I will. Thank you. You?
I guess I'm conversing with Sierra then and saying we lurk in the shadows.
Yes. Till the word is given to all out attack.
Okay.
And so you all begin to move up, clouded by the prince. Closer, closer, closer to the gate. Doesn't seem anyone's noticing. And you are all pretty much right there, maybe within 10 yards of the gate. And she goes, good luck to you all. Now. And she drops it.
I need... Stupid bitch.
There are several things that happen at
Drops
once.
what?
There are several things that happen at once. She drops obfuscate.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Several things that happen at once. Mm-hmm. The first being, she puts her arm around you.
Okay.
The second being is you find yourself moving impossibly fast.
Oh.
And jump over the fence.
Bye.
And land on the ground with her.
I'm scared.
Much the same thing happens with you, with Dutch.
Okay.
And you find yourselves in a matter of moments right there in front of your target.
Okay.
You are not where you need to be yet. You're kind of on the side of the building when this has happened.
Okay.
But you will be set up into place to do sneaky shit on your turn. Sierra has started to move in the shadows. I guess you are too.
Yeah. Did she take me through Oblivion to the impossible place or whatever?
You don't want her to do that. Are you comfortable getting a stain?
Is it a mandatory stain?
Yes.
What is this? I mean,
You have to make a humanity roll at the end of the game, and if you fail, your humanity drops by 1.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. If you tell her that, then she says very well. And she steps through a shadow without you. And you see her behind a building on the other side, and she looks at you and puts her arms out like this. And before you know it, you are falling. You feel the coldness of death surround you. You feel the whispers of oblivion calling to you and talking about the end of all things. Ooh. And find yourself in like a split second seeing yourself fall past this staircase into a maw awaiting you. And just before you fall into this black void of nothing, you find yourself in her arms.
Sick.
Yeah.
You are shaken, to say the least. You saw what becomes of all of us if we are unfortunate enough to have a second or third life in your case after this. And so, yeah, you'll get a stain from having done that. So just mark on your humanity track a little mark.
Got it.
But you are in.
That was wild.
Yeah, and that is Sabbat only power that she just used. Not that you would know that.
Yeah.
But. And initiative starts. You all act first. You let me know what you want to do and who wants to go first. Talk amongst yourselves. Work it out.
What am I looking at?
I want to give you your own agency, though.
Let me go last.
Okay.
What am I looking at? That's what I don't understand.
So you're behind where you wanted to go in the buildings. You know, like there are these out power buildings. Now that you've gotten closer, this is a good question to ask. Now that you've gotten closer, you can see that there's probably at this point, to my exact numbers here, that have actually lived through this ritual, about 10 thin bloods. There are a number of individuals, maybe 8 or so, in like the Power and Light uniforms that are scattered around the facility that just kind of seem to be meandering around. Lapis is nowhere to be seen, as far as you can tell. Mm-hmm. There is that Tysa person is standing on top of a mound that is now covered with dirt. And Tysa, she is holding one of these people that was a prospect for this ritual in her hand, and they're screaming and crying.
Okay.
And other people seem to be like climbing up of these 10. They seem to be climbing up, looking, with wicked grins on their faces.
And this
as they approach this person on the mount.
At the bonfire?
Around the bonfire.
Around
yes.
the bonfire, okay.
It's a big central open area next to some transformers. Okay. Not the robots, the power utility.
Right.
All right, so that is what you see. You all see much of the same thing. There's a large, office building. It's one story, but it looks like that they've congregated outside of. If there were more in there, you wouldn't know it right now, but there possibly could be.
If Lapis is nowhere to be seen, it's maybe that she's in that building.
Could be.
I'm focused on the... You said there were 3 hooded figures? Or 2?
Uh-huh.
Okay, there's 3 hooded figures. It's me and Dutch.
Yes.
We're right there.
Yes.
I'm assuming he's going to help kill him too. He's not just...
He looks to be.
I was going to say, hopefully he's not standing there with a thumb up his bum. Because if he goes for one, I'm going to go for the other with my scythe. Mm-hmm. Which is, if it's melee, it's dex plus melee, right?
Yes.
Okay. I have a specialty, and I did a blood surge, so...
Okay. Jeff, what do you want to do?
I think Bob would be waiting for the chaos to start and then looking for any stragglers that happen to, or someone that appears to be alone and Bob would make his way over there and attempt to murder them.
Okay, so you kind of, I'm not saying you, for D&D terms, you're delaying your action.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make probably, Bob would go ahead and blood surge. So do you want me to do that now or wait?
Yeah, go ahead for me. That'd be fine.
All right. I do not get hungrier. And probably would use Unseen Passage as well.
Okay.
Or you don't slow down, right, with Unseen Passage or anything?
Nope.
No.
Okay. So, yeah, I would be waiting for the chaos to start and then making my way towards someone.
Okay. All right.
What about me? You didn't ask me.
Well, I know. You asked about the situation. I'm giving you a moment. I'm gonna.
Oh.
I was just gonna say I'm kind of doing the same thing.
If
someone comes like near us and it feels like Charity can't handle it, I will bite them, or if it feels right, I might compel or demontation, but I'm pretty sure I have to come out of Unseen Passage to do that, so I probably just bite if they get too close.
Okay.
And she looks like she's in trouble.
Gotcha.
I want a blood surge.
Okay.
So it's just a rouse check.
Yep.
I get hungrier.
Yep.
I'm at 3. Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to use, Shadow Cloak and stealth my way towards Tysa.
Okay. That will be your action.
Yeah.
To do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you'll. So go ahead and we'll start with you, and then we'll make our way around. Go ahead and give me that Dex plus stealth check.
Dex plus stealth. Okay. So 3.
And I will be making a roll because there are a number of eyes around, but I'm just going to make...
Shadow Cloak gives you +2, right?
Yep.
Yes.
+2. And then Blood Surge gives you +2.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
4? Okay.
I'll use a willpower if I need to.
Sure, you can. You'll roll all the one. You can re-roll 3 dice. Yeah,
Black dice.
Yeah, black dice.
Wait.
Yeah, those 3 right down there. Just re-roll those that are closest to you.
Okay.
You have 4 right now.
5.
5. Okay. You managed to stay outside the outbuildings and all that stuff. You get close enough from me to the door, which is about 10 feet, not being seen at all. And it looks like Sierra has followed with you, actually letting you lead.
Cool.
And what you see, and you can hear it, is her on this mound, and you see arms sticking out of this mound. You see legs and stuff like that. And you see her saying, just a new dawn approaches. We sacrifice this one who has proven themselves unworthy to help us rain hell upon this city of those who have cast us out and have wanted to condemn us to a life of pain and death. Well, we say no to that. We say our night of vengeance is here and our dawn of vengeance is here. They will not take us into that darkness anymore. We shall reign supreme in this city. And at that, they all begin to start ripping at this person as they're screaming. And just like, please. By the way, this is a Sabbat thing. Let me stop real quick. There's going to be body horror. I'll try to keep it as minimal as I can. But, if something happens, people listening, I'm letting you know. I'll put a trigger warning in the notes as well. And players, if something is too descriptive or anything, raise your hand because I can see you that way a lot easier, okay?
Okay.
Ow, just hit my leg.
Body horror.
Yeah. Oh! I'm raising my own arm.
Oh, sorry. Real quick. You just go ahead.
Okay, so they begin to rip this person just brutally apart. and the blood flows onto this mound. And you see it begin to move. And tremor and surge. We'll leave it there.
This is not the chaos I was looking for. I was waiting for them to notice the other.
Damn, too sneaky.
Well, we haven't gotten to the point where that notices are about to happen. Now, if you want to wait for notices to happen with D,
that would,
and the prince,
yeah, that's what I was. That's more what I was waiting.
not to metagame, but that would probably. I can help if that goes off, but it's going to be a bitch.
What are we talking? Notices?
it's not. This is not what you think it is.
It's not specters.
No. Oh, you mean what you're talking? Yes. What your problem is?
What
yes.
my problem is?
Yes.
No, the other is freaking shovelhead, thin blood, or something else, some horrible shit that I can't even imagine.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about the problem I can actually help
Yes,
with.
you know about this problem. Yes, the problem you know about. There are 3 of them in front of you.
Yeah.
Tell me what you're doing, and I'll tell you what Dutch does. And I'll roll for him.
She, as soon as it comes down, she gets her scythe to try to whack one's head off.
Okay. So he drops you, you know, right in front of them, gingerly, and you are in position to attack one of them.
Yes. I have 3 successes.
3 successes. How much damage does your scythe do?
That's a great question. I have no clue.
It's a heavy weapon, right? Like, it's big.
Yeah.
So we'll make it 3. That's like what a claymore does.
Okay.
So it'd be 6. They do have to roll to, you know, get the hell out the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll do. I just rolled a crit. So
She came
one
out
of them,
of nothing.
one of them sees it coming, you know, as you land down and kind of, you know, moves out of the way. But it does get him across the chest, and you see like blood and hands, spectral hands start to come out. And it kind of screams, you know, this mix of human and otherworldly. So I'll do Dutch later. I want players to go, and then I'll do all NPCs and make some quick rolls, and we'll see what happens. So you've gone.
Is there a thin blood near me?
The prince has dropped you not very near any of them, deliberately so.
Okay.
She says, you know, I will keep you safe, but watch for me. Sometimes they have abilities we don't know about.
Gotcha. Okay.
That being the case, she kind of, and you see her hands, the fingers on her hands start to grow impossibly
She
long.
got protean?
Yes, and claw-like. And she begins to take off into a very fast Naruto run. And
Cool.
is going to get to see if she can do cool shit or not.
I hope so. She started off pretty strong.
Yeah, I know, right? Where is it? There. Nope. Did I pass it? This is riveting audio, I know, but there it is. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. 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 Okay.
He just rolled 2 fistfuls of dice.
Yes, he did.
Okay, and that is aggravated. Need to roll. 2. Okay. All right, so the prince, just with a supernatural speed, runs to this group of people that are tearing these bodies apart and just claws into the backs of 2. And as she digs her claws in, throws them to either side, you know, to get to the one that's in the middle. It's not that she's in a pissing match to race you. It's just she realizes the dire nature of what's happening here.
Does that make more blood go to the mound?
No.
Oh.
Because she throws them away.
Oh, okay.
She's going to the mound.
Yeah, she's attacking the people in front of the mound, not Tysa herself.
I want Tysa.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But she's not. She would eventually get there, but she is not right now.
Yeah.
One of these people hits their head on the wall and is, you hear snapping of bones, and they lay torpid on the ground. Because, they're thin bloods, they don't die. But the other seems to kind of get up and just start, hey, help, hey, and then there's commotion. And the chaos that Bob was looking for is upon them. I'll let you go. And I'll come back to you.
How close am I to the one that is saying, hey, help, and all that stuff?
They're a pretty good distance away, but they are in shooting range, or you could run and get there.
Can I run and soaring leap onto them?
Soaring leap, you could just do that and get to them.
Okay,
yes.
That's what I'm going to do, and my intention is to stab them in the head with my knife.
Okay.
One of my knives.
Alrighty. That's cool, and I like it. I'm going to give you a 1 dice penalty because you're coming down through the air trying to land a specific target.
Okay. All right, so I get 2 extra dice.
So just 1 extra dice.
Okay. So just 1. Is it dexterity or strength with that? Bob's a little more dexterous.
I would say it's dex, just because you're trying to call an aim shot to do this and land.
So 1 more, and then 1 more for knife fighting. That was this. So I think that was a crit. Hold on.
If it's 2 stars, it is.
So that's that.
So that would be 4 successes on the crit.
I got 6 successes.
6 successes. Okay. 1, 2. So you would beat them by 4, and your knife does 2. So, and it is lethal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are badly hurt. They will get penalties to do stuff, but they're not out because vampire. You have to get them to aggravated full to, knock them out. Mm-hmm. But I'll make a note of that one being hurt that bad. The one that has landed and is yelling, hey, 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 has been cast kind of close to you.
I thought that's the one he just jumped on.
I'm sorry, you're right. Yes. Then no, that didn't happen.
Okay.
Or you just saw him come down. That's not dead.
Oh, you mean I can help? Okay,
Duh.
Yeah, let me finish him off with a little chompy chomp.
Okay.
Will that kill him? Me binding him?
No.
Will me sucking his blood out do it?
No, and it'll be a grapple check. So it'll be strength plus brawl.
Does it help at all that he can't see me?
I'll give you
on the ground,
I'll give you a
maybe?
+2 dice bonus to that.
All right, time for
Because he has a
blood
damn
thirst.
knife in his head and a
that's
Nosferatu
true.
on top of him.
So Ankh, I don't get hungrier?
You do
Right.
not get hungry.
Okay, cool. So I blood surged my you said strength plus brawl? +2, and you gave me +1 because he's fucked up. Pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1 with fangs.
4. Yes.
Yay!
You won by 2. So that is, oh Lord.
Is ours drinking? Is it?
Yeah,
Probably.
she's bent down and is feeding from this creature. The blood tastes very much like sunscreen.
Gross. Very gross.
It is not a very pleasant experience.
Wow.
But it does fill you up. You take 2 from them.
Yep.
And they take 2 aggravated damage. So yeah, this one's screaming and help, and you see them looking frantically at some of the workers, Bob. Reaching for them, past her. She's, making this cat growl sound.
I'm still
feeding.
invisible.
No, you are not.
Oh, right, because I'm eating them.
Yeah.
That makes you come out of it.
Yep.
Duh.
It do.
Okay. Surprise.
Sorry.
Here I am.
Yeah. So, I'm going to make a few rolls off for a few of our NPCs to see if they're doing what I think they'll be doing. Okay, that didn't go so well for them. That didn't go so well for him either. That went better. And that went okay.
We're getting our ass kicked.
A few unexpected things happen that I'll describe to you now. Dutch manages to come through and punch one right through the heart. Grabbing the heart. Having it on the other side, squishing it, and pulling his hand out. As this lifeless corpse falls to the ground. He then turns his attention to the other one that you haven't attacked, and begins to try to fight it.
Good.
That one is at least out of the equation.
Yeah.
It looks like Heinrich and Antonio have gotten cornered by a number of the workers.
Shit.
And you see the workers all coming together, and those of you that can, and most of you can see this because it's a big round open area. And the workers begin to disrobe.
Damn it, we're not going to ask the question on...
Yeah, 6.5, 7.2.
Inside joke.
Yeah. So...
That's disconcerting. It's
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, they're going to come
worried.
together.
Yeah, something.
Gross.
They're gonna have extra things.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, we are back to your turn.
What's Ig doing?
Ig, now that you think to look at him, is looks like he is shooting at a few individuals, and one shoots back, and you see it hit him in the knee.
He's got fortitude.
He does.
I forgot to mention something because there was no way I could have done that with what I would have taken the grenade launcher and had it stored somewhere out of sight.
That's why I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you've got it hidden out of sight outside of this facility.
You mean the rocket launcher?
Yeah.
It's an RPG.
Yeah,
rocket.
it's RPG.
Yeah.
It would be like probably near where I made my jump from. And
Gotcha. Just on the other side of the fence type thing. Okay. I understand.
There's a reason Ig has high fortitude.
I know this. All right. So now it's y'all's turn again.
What?
Who's going?
Whoever wants.
I'm sorry, I distracted myself.
What's Tysa doing?
Actually, that's a good point. They get to go now.
Oh.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yay.
Okay.
No, it's only fair.
Should have said I was going to punch her.
That's kind of an important thing.
It is.
Get smacked back. I'm sorry. So the one that you scratched screeches as all these specters come flying out of his body.
Not do us any goddamn favors. God damn it, Vicenta. As if I'm not the one rolling dice.
Okay.
Shit. Okay.
So they all begin to swarm you and Dutch for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And
I don't like that dust pool he's building over there.
I know.
All right.
I'm gonna get my ass knocked out like first round.
All right, D. Give me Dex plus Athletics.
Okay. And I get 2 because I blood surged. Three successes.
3. You're going to take 2 points of superficial damage as they claw and rip at you. Dutch.
I'm going to end up getting Dutch killed. I'm doing everyone
That
a
would be
favor.
No,
funny.
Dutch is okay.
You're welcome. Damn it. I can't even do that right.
I can't even get an NPC killed.
I know Sierra's is telling me to throw someone, like betray someone, and it's gonna be Vicenta.
So
Out of pure ignorance and
Yeah.
dumbassery.
these in front of the prince have turned on her, obviously, and they see her and they look very skeptical and scared, and they look like they turn to Tysa, and she's like, "Now, do it, get her!" And they all begin to move forward, and their hands begin to crack and glow. 2.
She knocked some of them away, right?
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
The prince is dead.
I think you'll be okay.
Sorry.
Tony C
you're
is our
fine.
new prince.
No, it's me.
Tony C's getting naked with a bunch of
No, he's got a bunch of
workers right now.
bunch of people getting naked on him.
I mean, yeah. At
hoping-
his apartment, that's a good thing. Out in a power plant, not so much.
Absolutely not. And the last one that had 3. None of them touch her.
Fucking hell.
She just kind of jumps back very gingerly, like it's nothing, to avoid all these people clasping at her. And they just kind of scream as their own hands burn, and they're still coming for her. But it looks like it's harming them more than her.
Dumbasses. As I get torn apart by specters.
All right.
No, Charity's a badass. I'll give her that. She's shady as hell, but she's a badass.
All right. So I've made rolls off screen. Avery is going to take a few shots from a distance, as well as Kiki. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go, Avery. All right. And that is it. Okay. And so they are physical for 1. So, yeah. So one of, these people that are stripping naked, one of them just a hole just forms in their head, and they just land with a thud on the ground. 2, 3, 4. Go, Kiki. All right. 1. Yes. Another on the opposite side, same thing, falls with a thud, hole through its head.
Hell yeah.
That 50 cal is loud as fuck.
Hold on.
Or,
Go ahead.
that 50 cal is loud too.
Yes, it is.
yeah.
There's no mistaking that those were fired. Both had them.
Okay.
And now Avery is revealed, to be having it through the fence, propped on the fence so he can take shots. All right, players. Anybody thought about what they'd like to do?
Where's Tasha?
She's still on the mound. She has just directed all these to go at the prince, and now she is up there by herself.
Am I behind her or in front of her?
You're beside her, kind of off to the side. She's not aware of you.
Get her ass.
I want to try to go up to her. Is she like? Is there people beside her? Is she just up there alone?
She's got 2 on either side of her that have kind of stayed up there with her, and this body has fallen to the ground at their feet, and the dirt is no doubt surging and moving under her feet now.
So she has 4 people standing next to her.
2.
One on each side.
One on each
One
side.
on each side. You said 2 on either side. It kind of
Sorry.
made me think of it.
2, 1 on either side.
Yeah.
Does that make it better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, ask Sierra, can you help grab the two next to her, and I'm gonna get her.
Good luck. Yes.
She got arm on, whatever.
Yes, she
hold them down does. Or something.
Yeah, she does. If you want to ask her to do that, she can.
Yeah, like I'm thinking. All right. She could use those tentacles to wrap around those guys and hold them in place. So
sure. Yeah. Okay. Wits plus Oblivion. Okay. Yes. Okay. She can split them. Arms can be created by splitting the die. Okay. To get multiple opponents. Wits. Oblivion. By the way, Sierra is not 12th generation. Not anymore. Mechanically, she was at one point. She's Sabbat.
What does that mean? Her arms are
She
badass.
Diablo somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And she's older now than what?
Should split them down the middle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Rerolling these with a willpower. Let me mark that. Okay, so now that's 4. Okay. First one's 3. 1, 2. That one is grabbed. Cannot move the second one as well.
Awesome.
If I had not willpowered, that other one would have gotten away.
I'm running as fast as I can behind Tysa.
Uh-huh.
Ready, and I'm going to trying to slam my fist right into either her back or her chest, whichever she turns around.
Okay. So are you using Fortitude? Potent, sorry, yes.
So I got to do a rouse check.
Yes.
I successed.
Okay, so no, you do not get hungrier.
Okay, so got 3 here. We've got 4 for strength.
Did you blood surge?
Yes.
Yep.
4.
So you get 2 extra.
4 for brawl. 2 for blood surge. 2 for potence.
Jesus.
That's,
Wow.
I think prowess is actually
prowess.
1 down. It's rounded. It's half rounded.
Yeah.
So it would be 1.
Oh.
No.
Hold on.
It rounded up for melee damage. It is activate your potent. Add your potence rating to all strength tests, and my potence is 2 for prowess.
Nice.
It's not rounded because it's a brawl.
Yeah.
It's unarmed brawl.
And you are you trained or proficient in anything?
Really? Okay.
Boxing.
That would count for this, so you get another dice. You get another dice.
Yeah.
I'm going to blow a fucking hole through her. Well, my fucking
This
fist is going.
this fist punch. I hope you do well. This has been waiting for like 13 games now.
I know.
Remember, you can spend willpower to reroll.
Right.
Okay, so we've got.
You cannot reroll reds.
It's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Do you want to spend willpower to reroll those up to 3 of those dice?
Absolutely.
Trying to give you maximum power here.
Yeah.
9.
9.
1, 2. So that will do 7 damage.
Holy fuck balls.
Is your opponent's, does that turn it into aggravated, or is it just
It doesn't say anything about turning it into aggravated.
I wouldn't imagine it did. I'm sure that's
Oh, wait.
Protean powers usually.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything about it.
Okay. Well, that is still bad news for her.
Yeah.
She's at
Still a lot.
-2 to all her dice rolls going forward.
Oh, hell yeah.
4, 5, 6. Yep, you filled up all her boxes. That one hit. She
Damn.
screams, as she goes flying, just tumbling down this pile. And
did she take any damage from the fall?
no. But, she is just on the ground, just hurt, and these others are lashed, by these tendrils. It's just chaos in this place now. Gunfire, people running around.
And I'm saying, remember me, you fucking bitch?
She just, and kind of hisses at you.
I should have killed you a long time ago.
My bad.
Who's next?
I'm just going to try to finish off the guy I'm working on. Tear his throat out
Okay,
or
so you have him grappled. It'll still be a strength plus brawl check.
Okay. Oh, I'm not.
You have 1 dot left, but the only way to fill that is to kill it.
Oh, I was considering that, by the way. So I can Diablerize him, right?
Yes, but you gain nothing from it.
That's what I was going to ask. Is there any value to doing it to it?
No, other than you have stains on your aura that you've done it.
You don't even get a thin blood power?
No.
Oh, fuck
Otherwise,
that.
I'd be Diablerizing somebody.
Yeah.
I
was like,
So we are playing a Sabbat game, apparently.
I'd take some thin blood power. So
you
I can
also
be out
automatically
of the day.
lose a humanity.
4 and one of them has 2 stars.
Yeah, 2 would need 2 stars. You should have 1 hunger dice.
Oh, fuck. That's what we were just saying. Yes. Oh, man. I don't want to re-roll.
I'll give you a +1 because you...
No, it's fine. So 3.
Okay.
And 1 has the stars.
Okay. He manages to push you off of him.
Damn it.
And kind of rolls away, from the, y'all being on top of him. Didn't get very far, but does manage to get out of the way. All right. Who's next?
I think Bob will go. I think Bob would run over and finish him off.
Okay.
Please do. I'm
Okay.
embarrassed.
I don't remember. I should have paid attention to how much dice I had, because. But this time I'm not at a penalty, so let's see, 4 for Dex. 4 for the knife fighting, and 2 more for the blood surge.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend willpower.
Okay. There you go. That was worth it.
Yeah. So
4,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
God damn.
How does he
9.
die? I don't even need to roll that. There doesn't have enough dice to save him.
So I just had the knife out before. I pull out the machete and just walk over to him and whoop.
So
off with the head.
as soon as he rolls out of the way, he's just like there, and you're like, "Hi."
Yeah.
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 All right. Yeah. Head lopped off, and the body begins to not decay all that much, but looks like it's been dead for a few weeks when everything's said and done.
I want to compel the spirit for one of the active specters. And then how many active out are there from that body? Were there?
Good question. I just made a
I
group roll. There are 2.
There are 2? Okay. Because that was going to determine what I did next. I'm going to command one to grab his counterpart and go to oblivion.
Okay.
So.
Go ahead.
Okay, that worked. I gotta do a rouse check real quick.
Yeah.
I do not get hungrier. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
8 successes.
Yes.
Get out of here, you little shit.
All likelihood, yes. And you get 2 automatics, right?
That was with the
That's
automatic.
counting the automatics?
Yes.
Yeah. So you still win by 4, even though they rolled all successes on their dice.
Nice.
So they have to cross back He has to grab his compatriot. They have to cross back through the shroud and down to oblivion.
Well, he's having to wrestle the other one, so it's not happening right away. Mm-hmm. But he's just like, "That bitch made me."
Sorry, Benny.
Stop it! What are you doing? You're ruining this. We have a chance to be here. What do you? And it's just, it made me. I can't stop. What is she? It's just like, and then they look, you. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's all of y'all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So now we move on to some NPC action. Mm-hmm. Go back to our dear beloved prince.
Oh, don't touch Tysa. She's mine.
She looks at Tysa.
He's joining the Sabbat if she kills him.
Yeah. I'm their new god now.
She looks at Tysa. She looks up at you and sees the absolute rage and anger in your eyes and just kind of nods and smiles politely.
Sick.
Looks at the two that are bound.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And wrecks them.
I hope.
There it is.
Keep an eye on Sierra if she's going for the two that are wrapped up by Sierra.
And just comes up and just kind of takes her hands like this with the claws and just goes, boop, and the heads go flying off.
Both?
Awesome.
Yes.
Holy shit! God, I feel like such a wuss.
She's old as fuck.
That's true. She's incredibly old.
Yeah. Yeah. And she just kind of starts to look around for you and sees you kind of rolling on the ground, coming after that guy, and then sees him chop the head off, and she kind of starts to look around more to see what else she could do.
I'm tripping on my long hand-knitted cardigan.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Look,
right now.
Grandma, I'm helping.
I almost got one.
He hurt. I bit his neck. I softened his neck up so he could chop it off.
Yeah, I helped Bob.
I loosened the jar.
Yeah. Warmed it up for him.
All right. I think so. The mass of people that was going, oh, hell yeah. One of them, you see their scream as the blood in their body begins to just erupt from all these pores, and just they fall down in a slump. The other,
Tony. C, I see.
Yeah. Heinrich has moved on from.
Naked?
No, you'll find out in a minute.
Okay.
Heinrich has moved to just shooting, and is taking shots at as many as he can to keep them back. But they get hit and they keep walking. As a matter of fact, let me make that roll real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, one does fall.
I bet Tony C's really sad. I'm not making zombies now, aren't you, bitch?
4. There are 4 left. So that was the prince. That was that. Dutch.
Yeah, hopefully Dutch can get the other one because I am not good at this.
Alrighty. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. He comes up and just, punches, right in the side of him. You hear arm crack and the body kind of turns sideways as it falls. The one that you had cut is still active, but this one has fallen, and the specters were coming out lunging for him and trying to get him, and had a little bit in the other round, and then they just screech and look panicked as you see them quickly, just almost like an invisible hand dragging them back down. Sierra, no longer needing to hold these bodies, looks at your feet and is like, oh dear. And you notice that hands have started to kind of grasp, and just these screams of just primal bestiality just
grabbing at my feet.
Starting to, yes, or starting to reach up and try to grab you. We'll get to that in a minute. So
is she not going to do anything about it?
She has dropped the arms and.
She technically went when you went.
Oh,
so
right. Yeah. So,
got it.
Yeah, that's what she's done. Avery and Kiki.
Come on, Avery.
4 for Avery. 1 for Kiki. So Kiki didn't hit so good this time. Oh, yeah. That's another dead one that are approaching the 2 Tremere. So Ig. Wait, no, that's not the right pool. One, two, three. No. Oh, that was the right pool. Okay, so there were 2. Okay. He's shooting at the one that is still, the ones that are still wrestling over, trying to get them to go down into oblivion.
Yeah.
He kind of lines up a shot and shoots at the body. That's 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That is enough with what he had already had on him from your side. So it falls, and you see the specters start to screech, and they start to go down. He smiles and nods and starts to look around for other areas to engage. Now it is their turn. Okay. So it is looking. I don't even know if we have to do 3 and out. Mm-hmm. We can go over another round if you want to give you your glory.
If it's literally just that I just want to go one.
Tysa would try to lunge at you.
Perfect.
All right, it'll be Dex plus Athletics. 3. So 3. Difficulty 3. No, you're fine.
One, 2, 3, and 2 skulls.
That is you got 2, how many in 2 skulls?
3.
3 in 2 skulls?
Can you do a willpower?
No, you met it, so you didn't fail. It's not a bestial failure. It's a failure. No, it's not a failure. It's just a failure. Oh, no, it's not.
Is it a
Stop
failure?
talking. My brain just shutting off. Too many things happening. It is not a failure. So it wouldn't be a bestial failure.
Okay.
If it had failed and you'd had those 2 skulls, yes, that's
Gotcha.
bad. But you managed to just kind of move out. Well, not completely. You do win ties, but you see her hand is just glowing white hot, and she lunges for you, and misses. But because she got a tie, she hits the pile. And all of a sudden you hear just, and they start to shake, and the whole pile begins to writhe like it has been given a jolt, almost like Frankenstein's monster rising from the slab.
Are you sure we don't need 3 and out? You just what?
I'm sure. So there's, how many do we got? 2 dead. These are dead. This one's dead. Yep. We're just on, there's 2 others remaining. 3. 3 others remaining, and the group of individuals that have now moved together, and they all have stripped naked at this point. And they're just kind of climbing on top of each other. And they look in horror as their bodies start to meld together and become just one being. Like, a head is down here and the arms are up here, and it's a terrifying sight. And the thing lunges at Heinrich, and we will see what happens there.
Oh, rest in peace.
Is he going to be above us because he went to heaven?
Oh.
Transcendence.
He ain't going to heaven.
No, I don't think so.
Oblivion.
Yeah.
That's down. I was wrong.
Ooh, yeah.
Fuck.
They jump onto him, and all this mass of like bones and stuff start coming out, and it's cracking, and it pulls his body into it as it grows slightly larger, and he's screaming, reaching for Antonio, and you just see him start to decay as he meets his final death.
Oh,
Damn. That's
shit.
pretty sick.
Oh, man. Tony C., are you lonely?
He is.
That's so sad. You need somebody.
Oh, I hate that for you.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Do it. Do it. The second BFF that Vicenta has had, that their SO is Antonio. It's all connected.
Everything is
that
connected.
history is repeating. The past will happen again.
Yeah.
It is destiny.
All right.
That's gonna suck.
So, no, we will need to do 3. I think
Yeah.
now that happened.
I feel really bad for Heinrich, actually.
I do too. That's horrific.
that's
And for Tony
horrific.
C. to having to see that right in front of him.
Maybe he's a wraith. Maybe I can help him out. I don't know. Maybe there's a call left. Maybe I can call in some favors and have him dug out of oblivion. I'm just.
You are a special snowflake. This doesn't happen all that often for
I
vampires.
know that.
Heinrich wasn't that big of a character. We can't bend the rules.
I'll make some calls to Venice. We'll
I
dig his
forgot
ass
he was
out. And Tony C, just
Yeah, at
you
first I
pick
thought
a
he was talking
body.
about,
We'll put it
Tony.
back
I was
in
like,
there.
oh my God.
It's fine.
How does he feel about gargoyles? You want him as a gargoyle statue?
Yeah.
We could probably do that
We could probably do that.
without ushering in Gehenna.
No,
Possibly.
Yeah, Gehenna free.
Yeah. Gehenna-free gargoyle.
All right, it's y'all's turn. What are you doing? What's happening?
I have to feed. I'm at hunger 3.
Okay.
There's literally a ghoul body right there.
Yes.
Yum yum.
Wait, aren't you fighting still? Or
I thought they were all dead.
They're all dead in front of you.
okay.
Yeah, yum yum. Dutch is probably like, what the fuck? Waste not.
One moment.
Oh God.
You've already said you're doing it, so it's happening.
I know. What did I do?
Do they got fucked up blood or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna take a stain probably
From feeding on a body?
on a specter body that was tortured by a specter or shackled.
No, you're fine. You can do it. It's just very rapidly decaying.
Yeah,
So-
I'm just hurrying.
Yeah, we'll say you get 1
Okay, that's fine.
because it's so rapidly decaying.
That is A-okay.
No, I just had to make sure there wasn't like it was poisonous to you or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I'm okay with running around with 2 hunger, but
right.
I'm going to fuck up and do bad if I have 3.
How many thin bloods are left around besides Tysa? I'm not going to get in his way.
In that case, not counting Tysa, 2. And this thing.
Yeah. I think Bob would help Iris up if she's still on the ground.
I probably
Like-
am.
Okay.
And probably make my way over to, like, my intention would be to go towards one of the remaining thin bloods that's not Tysa to attack them. But if I can't do all that in one,
You can
that's
pick
fine.
her up, just jerk her up real quick. Yeah, I mean, you've roused the blood, so
Yeah.
no problem. And yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And make my way towards attacking.
Yes.
One of them.
If we're doing this 3 and out, does he need to roll for his attack?
Yes, because this is the last round.
Yep.
All right, so the pool is the same as before. It's a lot of dice. I will spend another willpower. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Damn.
9.
Yeah.
He re-rolled a crit.
Yeah.
9. Oh, Heinrich's last words. Ooh.
Oh my god.
That probably was his last words. 9.
Yeah.
Oh, 9.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, geez. Okay. So, yeah, that one was slightly wounded. So you run up with the knife, stabbing right through the skull. Like base of the spine. That's a night-night button. Ooh. And they fall like a stone. They are in torpor. They're not dead, but they are out of commission. So, they fall much like a dead corpse.
I'm going to compel the other one. Can I do that?
Yes.
I got to roll. He rolls intelligence versus resolve.
Yes.
And I do. So 1 hunger.
2. You're trying to beat 2.
Okay. I can probably do that. 1, 2. And then 2 for my blood surge. Oh, that's a lot of stars. I got 3 that have the stars on them and 1 regular.
So 6.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yep.
All right. So he definitely is compelled. What are you telling him to do?
I can't decide. I think just kneel.
Kneel?
Yeah. Kneel
Okay.
and don't get up. I think I can only say one thing, but
Yeah. Okay.
kneel. So someone else can get him because
All
I
right.
can't.
He just does like he's bowing and just is looking at you
Bow
like
before your
trying to fight it.
Hopefully someone will swoop in here and finish.
Is that
off.
everyone? Have you gone, D?
I don't think
Yeah,
Adam,
I fed.
Adam knew.
You haven't gone. That's right. We'll come back to you at their lunch. Joking. No, get your moment. Go for
I
it.
want to grab Tysa by the throat and tell her to beg for her life right now.
Fuck.
She looks afraid, and then you see that it's an act, and she's like, "We win."
Fuck you. I'm rolling all this shit. I'm fucking blasting her head into that mound.
Why did she say that? Why did she say that?
Because there's probably a bunch of shit about to bust through the mound.
Okay, I've got all my dice.
That's okay. Kill her.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Seven.
How does she die?
Ooh.
I am going to crush her throat, crush her neck until I'm holding her spine and ripping her head off of her body. And then I'm going to hold it up in the air for a minute, just like staring at it. And then I'm going to throw it into that bonfire.
All right.
Nice.
So you do. And it falls with a thud into the fire burning. And you just stand there looking triumphant. The mound begins to shudder at that. Quake, move violently. You are off of it at this point.
I was fixing to ask.
Most all of you are. All of you are.
Yeah.
And clawing their way out of this pit are hundreds
What the fuck?
Spiders, right?
of spiders. No, of
Fuck.
Thin blood.
of I guess they're thin bloods, but they look crazed and bestial. Bob, your phone begins to ring.
RPG time.
My phone. I didn't have my phone on me.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you
he
not?
didn't. Yeah, he said he
that's
wouldn't have
right.
brought
You
it.
didn't take it. Avery's phone begins to ring.
Fuck it, someone brought their phone.
Yeah.
And he begins to walk over to you. At this point, it's just cleanup.
Yeah.
And he says, yes. And he puts him on speaker and comes over to you. It's Robert Carter. And you hear chaos in the background. What the hell is this thing? Just gunfire. And it's like, Bob, Avery, there's some kind of fucking weird giant flesh monster thing downtown. Oh my God. And you hear, the
Vaused.
Yeah.
and these things are not running at you. They're running in a panic to get out of the fence.
The things that came up from the ground?
The things that came up from the ground.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Ignacio stands right in front of that
Oh my God.
herd.
Oh God.
What? Why? We've been skipping over him, haven't we?
No.
No,
Is there anything I can do to assist?
you can watch.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's the bad guy's turn. What? He's going to get a chance to get out of the way.
Listen to those dice shake, though. Okay, it wasn't as... That's kind of a lot. I don't know. Hydra can die, but I draw the line at it.
Monica's very invested in it.
Yeah, he's my buddy. I like to roast him.
10 successes.
For the horde or him?
Dead.
The horde.
He's dead.
No. He's got fortitude. He's
He
got
does.
that gargoyle
He's a brick
strength.
shit house. He's fine.
Yeah, he's
He
made
does.
out of
He's all right.
stone.
He has superficial damage.
Yes, he does.
So, just be Dex plus Athletics be 6.
Did he blood surge?
Yeah, can he blood surge?
Yes.
All right.
So I'll give him those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Can he willpower?
No. Doesn't have time to think of it because I'm a dickhead.
Oh my, you are.
You watch as these dozens upon hundreds of panicked, crazed things just bowl him over. Some are on top of him and you can see him fighting them. Some are, just running past. So take, it would be 10, so it'd be 5.
He's hurt bad, but he shouldn't be out.
3, 4, 5. He is not.
She's screaming.
Yeah.
Are the ones on top of him, are they just trying to get over him or are they attacking him?
They are attacking because they think he's in his way, but not all of them. Most of them are running by, but you know.
She is absolutely running towards and absolutely screaming.
And you hear a lot of people saying, "Don't wait." Are you stopping?
Why would I
Why
wait?
would she wait? Yeah.
I don't know, but people are telling you that. There are just so many.
Why would I wait?
Other people are shooting, and I'm not saying everybody's like, "Oh, look at him dying."
Okay, so
it's
other people
yeah,
are
they're
reacting.
but they're just trying to.
What, are they shooting into the crowd?
Well,
or
that's the thing. He's already being hurt, and then you got to pick ones to shoot. You hear Kiki's rifle shooting. You see some of them fall, as they get shot. You can see Dutch and them. They're coming to assist, and trying to control the situation. It's just like you opened a nest of spiders, and they're all just, you can only contain it so much.
Yeah.
It's. I'm gonna let D go. Then we're gonna do our out
I'm trying to
Do our out.
because it's 3 and out.
Oh, right.
But she wants. I want to give her a chance to do something.
I mean, because he's just going to continue getting hurt, right?
Possibly.
I don't think she would wait. Like, don't think anybody hollering at her, "Oh, just wait," would
Yeah, I don't
even.
think they would even register with her.
Fucking register.
Okay, so you're running in there to help him.
Yeah, as
she's
she's
rolling a new
At
character.
least pull one off him.
Strength plus brawl.
okay. This is not great.
It's okay. You got the blood.
Nope.
That's it.
I have 3 dice.
Okay.
Willpower.
Okay.
I just got 1 success.
1 success is enough to stumble in and at least get next to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Shit.
They're gonna die together.
God.
Probably. I probably will, actually.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't have that many health
7.
levels.
You do get to soak.
How?
So it's your dex plus athletics.
Oh. Does your blood surge help on that?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Dex.
This is kind of poetic.
No.
4 successes.
So you take 3 superficial
Okay.
as they stomp and trample on you.
Okay, that's good.
It's not terrible.
And he throws himself over the top of you, holding on to you.
Oh no! Don't
we
chuck
got-
this.
We've already
Don't
done
chuck
this. We've already done this.
You can't chuck. No.
Oh yeah, we're in our out now.
Ig is.
He'll go into torpor, won't
Yeah, he'll. It's not gonna. Yeah.
Ryan told us about this in the message. He telegraphed this in the message. I remember. In
That what?
Group message. You said something about something happening to Ig.
Oh yeah, Ig will be fine. Don't worry about Ig.
Yeah.
He takes another, it would be 6, but it would be 3.
That's not too bad.
He is completely full on his health boxes and has gone to taking 1 of aggravated.
Yeah.
It's at that point he looks at you and he starts fumbling in your blouse.
Yeah. Get the potion. Get the potion.
Yeah. Can I give it to
Yes.
him?
Yes.
Okay. I give it to him.
All right. He pushes it, in the panic to your mouth
No.
and just shoves. So if you don't want it, it's going to be an opposed roll against him. He has one of his own.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Is
I
he
thought
taking
y'all were
his own?
sharing.
He's trying to.
Okay. She's yelling you first.
Drink it. God damn it.
You first.
And he's, just on top of you and he smiles and just pours it in your mouth.
Oh, you fucker! Oh, that was smooth,
Asshole.
Ig.
You feel yourself begin to rise
Uh-huh.
into the air.
What the
I'll
fuck?
grab onto him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not enough. Give me strength plus.
Oh, he's too big.
Yeah, strength plus athletics.
No, he's too big.
One success.
No. You watch as you leave above him as the crowd.
Does he drink his own?
You see him reaching for it, but you can't tell over the crowd that's, coming the last wave across him.
What the fuck? Why haven't any other people gotten to
There
go
are
shoot
some
into
dropping.
the crowd?
There are some dropping.
Okay.
Yes, and you see there are.
Why are you rolling so many goddamn dice?
Because I'm rolling for 3 of these as they run.
Away?
As they run over him. So it's 12 dice because they have that's their pool is yeah.
Yeah.
So it just feels like it is a lot.
It is.
But it's because so many are happening all at
I
once.
don't want him to die.
Too bad.
You're sleeping on the couch tonight if you kill Ig.
Yeah, he's very badly hurt. Very, very badly. And you see just dust, from above as you look down, probably 30 feet below you. You feel like you can control this. Like if you will yourself to go higher or lower.
She's gonna try to dip back down to get him.
As you do, coming from the dust, very battered, very bloody, is Ig, just kind of flying, not very straight.
She
but
grabs
away.
him and goes upward.
And you both go up, up, up into the sky.
No.
Higher and higher.
No. Go down.
And then she tries to stabilize back down because they've been through this
Yeah.
shit before.
You can't do this again.
Are you holding on to him?
I'm absolutely holding on to him, kind of going. Well, we're not going to land back in the shit, but yeah, she's holding on to him, going this way.
Trying to get away.
Yes, and trying to
not the
down.
Bonfire.
Not the bonfire.
I know, you're trying to get the fuck out, basically.
Yeah, well, out of the stampede path.
Right,
at
right.
least.
Right.
So.
Yep. And so.
She lowers.
You're probably about 40 feet in the air now.
We were lowering.
You are. You went about 50 up,
okay,
40 down.
She's still lowering.
Yes, and then hold on.
She's still holding on.
And he just says, I love you.
What the fuck?
And then he closes his eyes.
He's in torpor. It's fine.
He's torpor, right?
We'll find out.
It's torpor.
Yeah.
Because if it was final death, it would have just been instantaneous.
Yeah.
You're right, it is.
It's torpor. So.
Are you happy with yourself?
But he begins to fall.
Oh my God!
I know you are. I'm messing with you. I'm aggravated. You have a hold of him. It's all you can do to slow the descent.
Yeah.
But he just kind of you both land with a pretty violent jolt. It's not enough to
My hands
hurt
are sweating.
She is going to. She's thinking, I'm so sorry, baby. You're going to be so mad at me. She is going to feed him some of her blood so that he can start healing.
Okay. All right. So he is bloodbound to you by 2 now.
I know. I'll let him even it out later if he wants. This is an emergency.
Okay. Okay. It will take some time before he can come back because he's he will have to but he's so low generation that it shouldn't take him.
Well, if he gets
long.
blood from an older gen vampire, it helps wake him up faster.
Yeah, we'll look at the rules.
Yeah.
He'll come back, but just not right this second.
Charity, we need your blood.
No.
No.
But yeah, so there is a pursuit, and people are chasing, and everybody is scattering. It's chaos right now, trying to rein in all these, and as they get out of the gate, they scatter far and wide.
Oops.
Fuck.
And there's something happening downtown.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Camarilla problem.
It's an entire city problem because there are several things that happened this night, unbeknownst to you all.
Oh, fuck.
And I'll tell you what those are. Next time. No, now, before we close for the night. The battle is won, but it seems the war is not over. Because across town, in the French Quarter, yes, the French Quarter.
Oh, God.
A creature of pure nightmare is unleashed from a large cage in a storage room of an innocuous-looking building, set upon the people. Eventually, it is taken down, but not without considerable effort from the New Orleans Police Department, the National Guard, and the New Orleans Special Task Force.
Fuck. Shit.
The Nosferatu Special Task Force?
Yes.
It's the National Guard I'm worried
It's the
about.
National fucking Guard that's a fucking disaster.
The National Guard happens to have been called in very quickly by a new council member.
Oh.
Anthony Walls.
No. That bitch.
What bitch?
I can't think of her name right now.
Oh, the one that's running the French Quarters.
Yes. The one that Carter warned Avery and Bob about.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
This isn't just any branch of the National Guard.
Of course it's not.
It's a branch that is called in when certain circumstances arise. A branch that is known as First Light.
First Light?
Oh, fuck. We got First Light called on us?
Who's that? Is that worse than Second Inquisition?
It is Second Inquisition.
It is
Oh, okay.
Second
That's what I
Inquisition.
figured. That's what I
And there's no twist to it. It actually is this time.
Yes. Like, there's no safety net. These are, oh, god damn.
Hang on, Avery might know something.
We're going to get our ass kicked.
Sheep's blood.
All this
Yep.
is revealed as, the thin bloods that can be hunted down throughout the night. I'm not going to make you roll it. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. They're entirely given to the beast. When you do come upon them, they are dead. For all intents and purposes, they are newly dead. Just the husk is alive. no soul inside of it. Raging, they're zombies, but they're not.
They're kind of like whites.
Yeah.
Is this what a shovelhead is, or is this something different?
No.
Okay.
This is some sort of ritual.
Did we find lapis at the...
You did not.
I hope that See You Next Tuesday is happy with herself. I hope First Light just absolutely rips her a new butthole.
It seems that she had other plans in the French Quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever comes of the next nights ahead, one thing is certain. You did win the battle. But so did they. And we'll find out what the consequences of all this hell on Earth being unleashed this night are the next time we meet. But for now, I'm going to give everybody 3 XP.
Woo!
Someone's got some explaining to do.
And Adam, you did meet your
desire.
Your desire.
Yes.
The Thin Bloods are, as far as actual
also
Thin
met
Bloods, are wiped out in the city.
Mine was to survive the Thin Blood War. Now that the Thin Bloods are gone, the war continues.
When we come back, it will be a couple months later.
Months?
Yes. And I will tell you what has transpired in that time. The cleanup of these shovel heads is relatively easy.
Or not.
When they have no motivation for survival or awareness, a lot are burned up in the sun. A lot attack people. There are probably 24 deaths from what was unleashed in the town between the Vosed and, their reign of terror. But we will find, and so things are covered up as best they can be.
How?
But there are fallout, there's repercussion, and all hands on deck for the next 2 months. When we come back, we will be meeting at Elysium to discuss what is to happen next. But for now, let's go around the table and talk about favorite moments or least favorite moments. Take your choice. Adam?
Oh, man, we already know what my favorite is.
Do you feel like a load has been lifted off your shoulders now?
Yes. Well,
you
yes and no.
escalated it.
Because, it became escalated. I got my personal victory after finally being able to kill the the main Thin Blood that should have been killed from the beginning. And I got to do it triumphantly or whatever.
Very dramatically, yes.
But obviously, a part of me wanted to, before I did I figured since it's 3 and out, I need to just kill her now. Because the first thing I was going to do was use Mesmerize. And I was going to use Mesmerize to make her back for her life at first, so she had to. But I was going to use my strength to kill her instead, so I was like, I probably would need to use Dominate and then then what happens next, I don't know. What I wish I would have done now, but it may not have mattered, is to use Mesmerize to say, how do we fix this or something, or how do you...
Oh, like the mound?
Yeah, the mound. How do you stop that mound? Or stop the mound.
Yeah.
From rising.
I bet there wasn't a way.
I bet
it
there
seemed
was.
like
Probably
once
was
they
a
had the
ticking
blood.
time bomb.
Yeah.
Because it was moving. I don't think there's a way to cancel that. But
Yeah.
it would've been
Yeah.
cool
So
if
in
there
hindsight, it
was.
probably made
Yeah,
it.
I think the reason we were given the RPG was to have a chance to shoot that thing
Before
before it goes off. But that would have also ruined
the
you of your
mound.
moment, and so
Oh yeah, that would have fucked us up. Yeah.
There was a chance.
yeah.
Well, no one wanted to shoot the mound.
No, I mean we were all around it.
It was outside, wasn't it? Like the RPG was outside, or
Yeah.
Avery was
Outside the
outside too. I guess
fence.
Avery could have done it, but
Yeah.
Well, Bob had it and
Bob
dropped
had
it
it,
off.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Bob had it. Bob set it down and did a Batman leap.
Oh yeah.
so it was outside with Avery, even
Yeah.
though Avery didn't know that.
I probably knew, but it sounded like they were waiting for the Voss thing to show up, and they were gonna use it on that.
Yeah,
So-
that's what it.
But last thing, just one quick thing. Someone's got some explaining to do as to how they knew that all of us were showing up there to launch this attack.
It doesn't appear that they did.
So it's just coincidentally, we show up the night that they launch a two-headed Well, I guess it's not for them. It's not a two-headed attack because we're attacking them on their base.
So I will tell you this that Sierra would tell you. This is what the Sabbat does. They can't win toe to toe, but the smarter older Sabbat know to throw a bunch of shock troops, cause chaos in the city, have the Second Inquisition show up and handle the Camarilla.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It had nothing to do with our attack. They would have done this anyway.
So it's like Joker from The Dark Knight.
Yes.
With the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's terrorism.
Yeah, just straight terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
For all you know, and Sierra would tell you this too, Lapis has probably left the city. She got what she wanted.
Right. She got revenge for Megatron dying.
Megatron.
I
just like talking.
I know.
Jeff, how about you?
I honestly really like the poetic nature of when Vicenta and Ig were on the ground together. I mean, it was
That could or could not have happened, so it is funny that it did shake out.
Yeah, and I mean, there were some fun moments for Bob. Bob got to be Batman, so
Yeah, you chopped a lot of heads off.
yeah.
You didn't need no RPG.
Nope.
It's like, why? I got my knife.
Rolled
got
a
my
lot better
machete.
this time than last time.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like your dice were like, okay, buddy, I got you this
Yeah.
time.
They were my dice.
So that's where it went.
They betrayed me.
All right, D, how about you?
It was actually a really fun fight. Really so fucking glad that... See, this is the reason why Ig was spec'd the way he was spec'd.
Yes. So we can worry about it.
So Ryan can't kill him.
Oh, I'm killing.
Oh, he can kill him. I know he
but
can
to
kill
make
him.
it
That's not a
more
challenge.
difficult.
Well, just so I'm not constantly stressing out as a character about it.
Yeah.
So really, this is the first time that she's really had to distress over him. So, because I was like, oh, he got shot, he's fine. Then he got trampled. I'm like, oh, he's okay. Oh, it's still coming. Oh shit, fire. Okay, yeah.
I mean, it took an army of things to take him down, but they did.
Yes.
You know.
There's gonna be some mega consequences though
Yeah.
for everything that happened tonight, and that's really kind of what I think I'm looking forward to seeing more than anything. But this was a fun fight.
I swear to God, if they just blame all this on me, I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, they will, and we'll start there. And then when we come back,
Perfect.
no, I'm joking.
On trial yet again.
I'm joining the fucking Sabbat. If that happens.
And I know you didn't get to do much but bite a guy and roll around. And
Well, I was going to say
fucking
that was
awesome.
my favorite part.
Was it?
Yeah, when like she tried to help Bob and it didn't go so good, but then she rolled him to him and then he cut his head off and helped her up. That was awesome.
Okay, good.
And my least favorite part was you torturing me with Ig.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all.
I think you tortured Monica with that more than me.
I don't know why. I was just like, please don't do
because
this.
you've been invested in this story
Yeah, for a long time.
yeah.
I was like, don't do this. Don't do this. Please
I do
don't.
this.
I was waiting for a betrayal to happen.
I didn't even think about it, a betrayal. I think it went pretty smoothly.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I'm
that's,
starting to think that maybe I was going to be the betrayer because of what Sierra said.
No, so remember, the prince is Machiavellian in her schemes. And it likely sounds like she said that to make people that may not have even thought about it think about it.
Yeah.
And then realize, oh shit, that one's watching us. She's got more watching us. You know, she already thought of ahead if we were going to do this.
Did she actually have people in ghillie suits, or is that a lie?
She told you that.
Okay, Erasmus.
Hey,
So
It's all in the family.
She likes you, but
Sierra.
there are certain things that she's still keeping in her pocket.
Oh, yeah, I don't expect her to.
So
reveal
Sierra
shit.
telling me about, hey, you know, if one of these things happens, you know, make sure one of the elders goes and not you.
Yeah. No, she meant that.
I know she meant that, but was the prince essentially provoking her to tell me that?
No.
No, I
No,
think the
it-
prince was just
She would've said
watch
that
it,
anyway.
Right.
watch it. And Sierra doesn't want you to die. She
Yeah.
wouldn't give a
Right.
shit if anyone
So no,
else
that was
died.
entirely self-preservation, which is what the La Sombra are after right now.
Right.
You
There's
know,
only two of
it's-
us,
yeah,
as
it's-
far as we know.
yeah,
As
and there
far
can
as I know.
only be one more
Yeah.
ever in the city.
Yeah.
At max. So it's one of those things where, yeah, she's telling you things to keep you alive and to still get you ahead. If an opportunity arises, that's why she's saying that. It wasn't, hey, let's have this happen. It's, hey, if it's you or them, don't be a hero.
Right.
Let them go.
It's not what the La Sombra are not about sacrificing themselves. That's
Right.
not how you win.
No, exactly.
You don't win when you die.
That's right. Well, a lot to unpack. This is the end of the, I guess, first act of our story. We're
The
moving.
first act.
Yeah.
Damn.
Moving into Act 2. And we will find out what new horrors and challenges await the next time we meet. But until then, this is GM Tuck wishing you all a good night. Have a great one, everyone.